All right. Hey, a no ad percent. Look at this. What a great start for this Group X Grand Finals game number 1. Hello, everybody. It is the finals of the Scrub Tournament Season 2. And here we have Group X, the group that may not have existed, but now it does. And here it is. The number 4 seed, MisterKarp, versus the number 7 seed, Kevin818. And this is going to be a really, really great battle, I think, between these two. Let's go ahead and welcome our commentary, who have plenty of X's in their name. I wonder if there's a trend here. We have Lex and Daredevin X. How's it going?
Hey, guys.
Hey, guys.
Doing pretty good.
All right. Well,
woke up an hour ago.
All right. Well,
Weird
we're
flex.
going to get this started.
Let's do it.
I am excited for this match. This is going to be really good no matter how you look at it.
I mean, haven't you, like, played against both of them before? Or, like, at least against either one?
No, I played against Kevin in the semifinal match, and he wrecked me. I think he beat me by, like, 12 or 14 minutes or something.
Ouch. And it looks like we're going.
Yeah, it looks like we are off to a start. Well, no matter what happens, at the very least, it's looking like Karp is taking the tuna cores.
Yeah, that blue is really beautiful.
Okay, checking out Mitos.
A chunk of cash, that's always good.
Yeah. Oh, looks like we have some bomb chews.
Wow. I wonder how many those are. Those are
Yeah.
really useful. Yeah.
It's an pretty interesting Mitos house. Nothing
Oh, it's
really.
just 5.
Oh, that's gonna be tough.
Yeah, but it's better than nothing, right?
Oh yeah, I mean it's river access. It's a couple field checks. It's kind of hard to plan around 5, but it's always nice to have.
Also, I have the information. Like, I talked to Kevin for a while yesterday, and he is not a fan of safe scumming chews. Simply because of
Really?
the fact that he plays on Virtual Console and resetting takes a long time. So, like, he
Oh.
tends to rarely scum them. But, like, with 5, like, let's see how he manages with 5.
Yeah,
And it looks like we're having some divergence already, but, like, I wonder if MisterKarp is really going for the Deku Tree here with the cash he has.
I could see Carp going for the Deku Tree. I mean, that's enough for... He's probably going to have 80 by the time he gets to the shop, so that's enough for 4 sticks and a shield.
Yeah, I think you can even bump it up to 90 easily.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah, so that's a shield and 5 sticks if you want.
I believe that was a composer grave in.
Wow, first hit of the day and I missed it. Dang it.
I saw it, but Kevin just blazes through his hints. Zora Scale Engrave?
That is Saria's song on Prelude Check, it seems.
That is correct. That being said, aside from the hints, not getting too much from field quite yet.
Yeah. I mean, ultimately you don't want to see any good items here, right? Because you want to keep the choose.
Being said, well, this might actually be a decent time to scum.
I'm actually thinking something, so wouldn't it be a cool route to go, like... Oh, and a wallet? That's pretty handy. But, like, I think I would scum that, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, wallet's just one of those items that, you know, could be useful sometimes, but it looks like we're actually going to see a Valley play.
Darunia's Dance has a nut upgrade, so that's dead.
Way to go, Darunia.
And it looks like MisterKarp's actually going for the Deku Tree play here. Spending all his money, hard earned.
Well, I mean, early Deku, you can't really fault anyone for wanting to start there.
Yeah. For me, it's my favorite opener, and it's like my most consistent one. Like, I just feel so much more comfortable doing that.
See, for me, Deku Tree is my most consistent opener, but Early Valley is my favorite. It's just, I don't know, there's just something nice about it.
I mean, you barely have the chance to route it in if you, like... There's, like, 2 opportunities where you can route it in efficiently in a way. Like, after London Ranch and, like, right at the start. But if you miss one of those, it's really hard to get this in. So it's really nice to just get it out of the way, right?
Yeah, exactly. Well, looking like not too much going on in Valley right now. We got some more bomb chews on Carp side.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Yeah, Deku Tree is not actually looking too bad right now.
We have yet to find out what we get from fighting Queen Goma.
I mean, you get the satisfaction of beating Queen Goma. I mean, that's
true.
That's really the only reward you need.
Under Icy Waters is dead.
Yeah.
It's a piece of heart. He got hookshot? Hookshot in Deku Tree? Wow.
I mean, that's going to be pretty big. I mean, you have to imagine Kevin's going to be there, you know, pretty soon to pick that up himself. But it's always nice to pick it up early, get a bit more options in terms of routing.
Yeah, that's very true. So Kevin actually committed to spending the choose here, being left with one of them. But like, there's like if there's a 20 pack in Deku, I think this might actually be a bombless seed, like depending on how the choose are laid out again.
Yeah, I really don't think it's a bad idea to not worry about saves coming when it's a 5-pack, because you really only have so much maneuverability with that.
True. It was the 20 pack? Oh my god. This is amazing. So basically start off with 25 chews. That gives you a lot more leeway to scum them. And also like you can use a lot more of them, like more freely. Yeah, Karp is like Karp is using them to kill the Ghost Scourgeless and Deku Tree. That feels a little bit wasted, but like with 25 you can.
Yeah, I mean, it's like you can kind of afford to waste a couple of them when you have so many.
Yeah, but like I think I would still like if I have 30, okay, but like if I'm around 20, I want to keep on to as many of them as I can, like if I can avoid it. Like that
Yeah.
Scourgeless was easily killable by a stick.
Yeah, I mean,
So, like, I
there
would
is.
rather waste a stick than waste a chew.
Yeah, there is definitely a bit of risk involved. I mean, worst case scenario, you just don't find any more bomb chews, and the bomb bag is nowhere to be found. And it looks
Yeah.
like we have Kevin just warping right back to Deku.
Yeah, fixing his time of day probably with that play.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
It looks
And,
like MisterKarp failed the flame storage earlier, or didn't he attempt it earlier? Like I didn't.
Well, regardless, he picked it right back up pretty fast, so.
It looks like Kevin is farming the sticks here. That's a really cool strat.
Yeah, I've never worked out this strat, but it always looks fun every time I see it.
Okay, so a little execution mistake by MisterKarp. So I needed to reignite the stick. I mean, this is a. Wait, was that a hint for the toilet? I think toilet is dead.
I think it is.
That's good to know. It's good to know that it's not a key. Oh, and MisterKarp sadly missing the one cycle on Quigoma. Like,
Ooh, just by
I
like,
mean,
the smallest bit.
this is there's so much at stake here. Like, I like the nerves right at the beginning are probably the worst. Like it calms down after a bit, but like right at the beginning, it's probably
Yeah,
the worst.
right at the start, you're just kind of thinking about everything that's happening, and about 10 or 15 minutes, you can chill out a bit. But
Yeah.
that being said, I feel like when it comes to this race, Kevin's going to be under the most pressure because at least Karp has the luxury of being able to lose a game.
Very true. Yes, it's Oh, that's a rang. Well, that's a nice find.
Yeah, that's nice to find early. My goodness.
So we have Hookshot and Boomerang. I wonder how many skulls we need to collect. Like, might this be a 30 skull seed? Like, it might actually.
Is that a
be.
forest medallion on Deku?
Oh my god!
Wow,
This is a strong start. This is a really strong. Like, a hookshot, boomerang, and forest medallion. It's insane.
I mean, if it is a skull seed, it's gonna be no problem for them at this point.
Very true. Deku Tree is insane today. And I think South Hyrule didn't have anything. Like, South Hyrule into Valley didn't have anything. Like, except for some hints.
Yeah, I had the wallet.
Yeah, the wallet, true. But, like, the wallet is not too important right now.
Yeah, it might never be important, honestly. It's the
Yeah.
wallet, so.
Yeah, Kevin did not scum. He kept the wallet and everything.
Oh, we have.
Go ahead.
We have MisterKarp heading over to Castletown. I would assume that they're going to be doing 3-song, but there are some options with bomb shoes and a hook shot.
Yeah, and that forest medallion. Like, you can actually go adult immediately.
That is true.
So check the pedestal and then go back child if you want to. But you could also do like CAC,
and then save warp back.
Yeah. I would actually prefer early adult because, like, you didn't even have to grind rupees, so there's no way to efficiently waste time in a sense.
Right.
So if you go adult right now, take the song, check the pedestal, and then you make your move to Keg, and on the way you can still check the Boat of Destiny, and you can still make it in time for before the nighttime approaches, so you can do all the checks in adult Keg. Oh, and that's a death.
Oh no.
Kevin, no.
Oh, that's not the kind of place you want to die, Kevin.
No. Wait, is he... Oh, he needs some more sticks. Does he though? Oh, wait. So is this a save warp then? Or like a death warp?
Oh, he doesn't have nuts, so he needs an extra stick to farm them. That's gotta feel bad.
Lost Woods is where I think we missed a couple of hints.
Oh, we didn't miss the Lost Woods. Desert Colossus is on the way, the hero.
But like the other two hints I missed.
Yeah, I did too, if I'm being entirely honest.
Also, I forgot which one was the hint in the grotto in South Hyrule. I forgot what it was.
South Hyrule Grotto, I believe, was the Temple of Time.
I'm not paying attention to hints right now. I really need to. Oh, Ocarina of Time teaches Song of Storms.
Ooh, that has the potential to be a little messy.
Yeah, especially like if you're at the end of the game and you're searching for you're searching for the light arrows, and Ganondorf tells you they are in bottom of the well. But like you're done with the rest of the seed basically, so you need to do AD to get the song.
Right.
Like Storm is one of the trickier ones, definitely, because it by itself locks a lot of singular checks.
Yeah, it's no matter how much progress you make through the seed, it's always kind of on your mind that, you know, you might have to go down into the well. All right, let's see if Richard can give us anything worth having.
Oh, well, that's a scale.
Yeah, apparently Richard going swimming lately.
Yeah, biting some Zoras. Zoras be rude. It seems like if you play Majora's Mask, there's this dog in Castle Town, and if you transform into a Zora, the dog really seems to like you. So that's actually like I can't imagine a dog biting a Zora unless like provoked really hard, but
Looks like we are having a bit of connectivity issues on Kevin's side.
yeah, Kevin's stream sometimes is a little bit wonky. So let's just hope he has a little bit better luck then. Like I think during our race yesterday, his stream cut like 3 times.
Yeah, I know during our race, his stream cut for a minute or two.
Water Tap is foolish. Ooh.
Oh, you love to see it.
Oh my god, that's so good.
Water Temple Foolish is just the best feeling in the whole world. It's like,
I think Fire is even better. Like Fire Temple Foolish is even better than Water.
I feel like logically that should be the case for me. But in my heart of hearts, it's like I know I just don't want to be in Water Temple. I'll go Deep Fire, whatever. But
I think Deep Fire takes longer than actually clearing.
Oh, it almost certainly does.
Looks like Kevin's stream is still dead. Okay, MisterKarp going for the first song of the day. We haven't seen any besides the hinted ones. Like
So I'm waiting for it to be some real hot garbage. I'm thinking maybe Song of Time. And it looks like... Ooh.
Missing the jump here. Like, this is pretty tricky to do without a stick, but since it's his last stick, he doesn't want to waste it, so...
Right. It is a tough jump.
Yeah, it's a very precise starting position that you have to take in order to make this happen.
And MisterKarp just kind of biting the bullet, pushing the boxes in.
Yeah, I would just like.
Yeah,
If you
I don't
get
blame
it
him at
first
all.
try, if you don't get it first try, just like the chances that you get it on each consecutive attempt is like it gets worse because it just gets to you. I feel.
What do we have? Looks like we have Minuet.
That's the best song in my
Yeah,
opinion.
you
in
love to
early
see
game.
that.
Like that's Minuet on Zelda or on Malon is like the best song.
Just
That's
jumping in here real quick. Yeah, so we're working on getting Kevin's internet and all that stuff back up. So right now we're just gonna have a dead screen for a little bit. But apparently Kevin is still playing right now, so no major problems at the moment, at least on their side. Other than the internet is just not working.
okay.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thanks for letting us know what's up.
So with the scale on Richard and the scale that was hinted in Composer's Grave, that actually makes two of them already. Like we know where they are.
Yeah.
I wonder if that comes into play or not.
Well, I mean, they're both pretty accessible scales, so I could see there being something on, Tektite Grotto or Diving Minigame or something like that.
Yeah.
And we get to see, can MisterKarp deal with the chickens?
He actually uses a strat that manipulates the camera into showing where the middle one. The middle cuckoo is like the one that's the most difficult to tell apart from the others.
Wow,
so
that was
if you, yeah, that was really fast.
yeah, that was 3 for 3. Karp is like the chicken tamer over here.
So like if you put the camera to your left and then talk to Talon, you can actually see whether that like the most difficult of the chickens lands. So you can just pick it up easily, and the other two are just a little bit more convenient to find out anyway.
Right.
So that makes it really fast. And that puts MisterKarp at 6 Skull tokens right now, which is a very good number for this point in the game.
Oh yeah, for this early. And especially given that they have Forest Temple access now. Feel like Skulls isn't going to be too much of an issue. Hey,
Very
look
true.
at that. It's Song of Time.
Not the best song to find early on because it's more for the mid game, I feel.
Yeah,
But still, you don't need to worry about it later on, like if you make your way to GTG. So that's actually, it's not too bad. It's not like giving you anything right now.
yeah, it never feels very exciting to see the Song of Time, but
Especially in the Way of the Hero location, like you don't want to see that shit ever.
right.
Like key logic is something weird.
So, right out of here, it's looking like we're going to see the back of the ranch, and I'm guessing we're going to see Minuet into Sacred Forest Meadow.
And you were right, it seems. I really like this play.
Yeah.
I mean, it means skipping Valley for like probably forever.
But honestly, that doesn't really hurt Karp at this point. I mean, Valley was pretty dead.
Very true.
So
And
if
that's
Karp,
a horse. Go ahead. Sorry.
oh no, you're good. We have our second Storms in.
Yeah, with that scale, you can definitely go to River. Might be a good idea. It's 3 checks, 3 hints, and you can buy a bean.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to argue against going River. We can. I mean, ideally, you'd want to go there when you have Rudo's letter, but you never know where you're going to find that.
Wait, was that Beyond the Wasteland as a hookshot?
That was.
Oh my god.
Wow, okay.
So, that's insane. So the Haunted Wasteland chest has our long shot today. So that means we are hard required to find hover boots to get that. Or like not hard required, but like logically required.
Right. So now I guess it just comes down to, are we gonna need the long shot?
I could even see one of those, or even both of them, doing the Naked Wasteland, like the bootless to skip the sand pit.
Oh, absolutely. If there's something that important there. Oh, it looks like we have Kevin back.
Yeah, Kevin is back, getting this, like he's about to get the scale from Richard's mom, and it looks like MisterKarp just found a T-shirt.
See, Johnny just showing off their ability to just put items in the game wherever they want, you know?
I mean, with some of these things or some of these seeds and crazy stuff happening, is it really a random generator, or is it like someone who is pulling the strings here? And Zora's domain is foolish. Well, at least that's a really good hint in my opinion, because like, while we still don't know if we need to do Jabu, at least the letter cannot be there. Like that's, if you have the boomerang, that's probably the worst spot for the letter to show up, because that's like the last place where you would be looking.
Yeah, that's absolutely the last place you want to be when you have nowhere to go from there.
Colossus' left hand is dead, and that's a bomb bag for 40 bucks.
Bomb bag.
Wow, that's really powerful.
Wow, this is just a very explosive seed so far.
Very true, very true.
I feel like it's nice to have the bomb bag so the runners can work out logic a bit better. But honestly, it's like, you know, you don't really need it that much right now. Maybe down the road it'll be a bit more useful, but
yeah, like it's at the moment it's more of a convenience tool rather than like. I mean, the bomb bag is sphere 0 at this point, right?
Right.
Like, it doesn't tell you too much yet. Oh no, we know that Lost Woods is Wave the Hero, so that could actually be Wave the Hero. That bomb bag right there.
Could be.
So Desert Colossus Wave the Hero is really interesting together with that hookshot on Wasteland, because like, you might want to cross the Wasteland if you don't have Requiem by then. But also it means that we desperately need a fire source. Like, maybe. We still don't know if we actually need to do Water Temple yet, because none of these players has checked the pedestal for the medallions yet.
Right, and we already have logical GTG access with Epona's song, so really...
Oh, you're right.
The long shot, as fun of a location as the long shot is, it might end up not really mattering all that much in the long run.
True. And we have Song of Time too. That's a decent number of checks in GTG already.
Oh yeah.
Like, it's not really too much. Like, it's 1, 2, 3 with the bomb bag, 4, 5, and with hookshot even a little more. But sometimes you're just required to go to GTG super early.
Yeah.
To find like first strength.
Yeah, sometimes GTG just has those little items that, you know, I'm gonna walk 2 rooms into it and oh look, it's progression.
Yeah. Like, GTG is an area that I think most people want to avoid as soon, like until like the mid game, where they have a decent, like, they can at least clear like half of it.
Well, it's that GTG feels like it's so out of the way.
Yeah.
Because if you're going all the way out there and all you can really do is, you know, a couple of room checks, maybe open a couple of doors, and you get nothing, it feels like you just wasted all the time in the world.
Very true. Also, I would like probably want to go, not want to go until I have a fire source so I can get that long shot from Wasteland. Still, it depends on the medallion layout. That's the second hint for the hookshot. That's a big pile of cash. Going for the skull here. That's a skull that, like, most of the time you go here as adult because it's faster.
Yeah.
Or like you have the hammer or strength 2 already. So that skull is only there as a child. So it's cool to see that it being grabbed at least sometimes.
Yeah, it's
Such a
not just
lonely
an
skull.
orphan skull.
Yeah, it's so lonely. Give it some love. I mean, you kill it, but
All
it looks
right.
like Kevin is going the exact same route here, playing Minuet from London Ranch. A very
Yeah.
good play still. I'm really curious as to what he has done while his stream was down. Like maybe he did things that Karp didn't.
He might have. It was down for quite a bit. At the very least, we know that.
I mean, he has
must
finished Deku, so
Yeah, he finished up Deku and went to Market. But aside from that, they might have done a few field checks.
Did you see
Boulder
that? Did you see that on the ledge? I think that was a big Goron sword. Also, that's the second hint for
Yeah, that's the second Colossus.
yeah.
That is the big Oron sword.
And using the boomerang here, I really like this. I always forget that that's possible, but
Yeah,
that's really cool.
I had entirely forgotten you could get that with the boomerang. Wow, that seems incredibly dangerous, MisterKarp.
So the good thing is there's nothing in domain. So while grabbing the big Goron sword, while being at the top, he probably doesn't need to go back up, unless he wants to pass through to river for some reason, to lake from domain. So he probably doesn't need to go back up all the way.
Yeah.
Also having enough cash on his hands to buy some beans.
Yeah, I mean, with an early hook shot, beans become a little bit less important, but they're always nice to have. And Mr.
I mean,
Karp,
we still know that Colossus is Wave the hero, right?
Yeah, we do.
So you
it's
actually want to
definitely
have
a
at
good
least one bean on you.
Yeah, 9 times out of 10, that's going to be for the song, but, it might not be. And it's definitely worth being prepared in that case.
Very true. But real quick, did we find anything else in Lost Woods yet? Except for the bomb bag, of course. I believe there was nothing else.
I don't think there was anything else in Lost Woods.
That's a piece of heart. Also nice rupees. Frog's One might also be one of those checks that's locked behind. It's locked behind Song of Storms, so it might.
Yeah.
That's a check that's locked behind all dungeons, and it even requires you to go back child. So that might actually be. I mean, you need to go back child to grab the song anyway. But
Right. I mean, at the very least, it doesn't feel bad doing River with no storms when you know Storms is locked behind, all of those dungeons.
most of the time, I actually don't feel bad for doing River ever. Like, even if I don't know where.
Gerudo Fortress is, I believe that was foolish?
Yeah, Gerudo Fortress is foolish. That's all of our foolish hints. And also we found a slingshot.
Hey, there we go. Logical Goma.
That's nice to find before, before going to the Lost Woods. But like that. Oof.
Forest Temple is on the way of the hero.
I mean, it doesn't have the long shot. We know that for sure.
Wow. Yeah, everything's kind of pointing to Forest right now. We need a couple more items to really get in there deep.
Yeah,
but...
bow and strength, and maybe hover boots. But like we can do with Song of Time and Hookshot that available that early, we might actually see a courtyard play soon, and it might just have something that's really important to get.
Yeah.
So I would actually like to dip Forest here.
Yeah, there's really going to be a lot of options for our runners as soon as they turn adult, because we have the bomb bag, so
yeah, DC
is totally open.
DC, Forest, like I think it just depends on what the medallions are. I think we need to see that pretty soon. And it looks like MisterKarp's actually passing through Zora's domain, having a little bit of trouble diving here, but he's about to make his way to Lake Hylia. I really wonder what his plans are there.
I'm guessing that it's going to be Scarecrow Song and
Yeah.
Warp to Castle.
Yeah, maybe do some fishing, but like you really want to make sure you hit the time of day here.
Yeah, that's super
Like
important.
this is a really crucial time of day moment for MisterKarp. Like you don't want to go at nighttime.
Yeah, honestly, if I was Carp, I would just skip fishing altogether.
Oh,
But
he could also do like Valley after this, and fix his time of day that way.
yeah, that could work. I'm really interested in seeing what Carp does next. But in the meantime, we have Kevin checking out the Goron maze checks.
Using choose here just because it's faster. Like you don't need to wait for the bombs to explode.
I mean, when you have the ritzy special bombs, you might as well use them, right?
Yeah. Choose are, in my opinion, one of the best items in the game.
Oh, they're fantastic.
They give you, like, they allow you to go out of logic. They are so fast to use. There's so many cool swag strats and quick strats that you can do with them. They save so much time if you can
Oh
use
yeah,
them efficiently.
they're really incredible. Like between Datango's cavern strats, Jabu strats, just
Yeah,
you can get so much value.
There's so many different strats to use choose. Yeah, kind of broken, but
So
at
it's
least they're
looking
not
like,
in logic. So
it's looking like we're gonna see Child Cack from Kevin.
I wouldn't disagree with that play here.
They might.
But like, maybe he wants to like stretch the time of day to night so he can check. Well, I think night is not yet too far for him.
Yeah, I was
like-
thinking that they might have been trying to do Dompe digging, but not sure.
Meanwhile, MisterKarp opting to not go for the market, but he was pretty fast on fishing. Not going for Gerudo Valley here, sorry. But going for the market here to make it to CAC during daytime as an adult, probably. Like,
Yeah, I
At this
think that's
point
a
you-
better play.
at this point you have... Oh yeah, Bombshoe Bowling, true. Just do that. It looks like Kevin is going for a man on roof here. Yeah. First item in Bombshoe Bowling is a heart container, and wow, this guy has... We found all the t-shirts already. That sticks, so nothing really on Bombshoe Bowling here. Those guys are so fast with checking the hints, I can barely see them myself.
Frogs 2 is a recovery heart.
Frogs 2 are dead. Frogs 2 is dead. That's always good.
Yeah, you never really want to see frogs.
And I think that was a claim check.
Oh, are we gonna see chickens?
This
Are
is
we
a
gonna see chickens from Kevin?
super early chickens. Well, I don't really agree with this play right now. Just because, like, there's so super many things that you can do right now.
So, do you think that Kevin might be being a bit more thorough than normal, just because, like, they know they have to beat 2 matches in a row?
Yeah, like, he might actually want to play a little bit more careful in the first game.
Yeah, and I think Lefty makes a good
Yeah.
point. After what happened with Deku, I mean that's got to stay with you, especially
Yeah.
when you take an accidental death in some place that you probably have never died before in your life. I mean that just makes you feel bad.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he must feel behind already, at least by a little bit, because of that death. So, if he knows that MisterKarp does not do chickens, like this might just be a gamble for chickens having anything. Like if chickens has anything, that's probably like that might bail Kevin out. That's probably what he's hoping for.
And
Also,
Yeah,
like-
Mr. Karp getting on the Bolero or the Warp Song Conga line, finding Bolero on Minuet.
yeah, I 100% agree with this Forest play here. This is really good.
Yeah, I think this is pretty.
You can like with the coordinate area get a decent amount of checks. Because forest is required, you do progression, and you get like 4 skulls already.
So, really interesting. MisterKarp, I don't believe, unless I just entirely missed it. Oh, looks like I just entirely missed it. Do we have? Yeah, Forest Medallion. Okay. All right. My brain kind of stopped there for a moment, but it's looking like Forest is a Medallion dungeon. So, I mean, this is progression one way or another.
Oh no, that's. Yeah, especially if like I forgot that Forest is Way of the Hero, so that's even more powerful.
Oh yeah. And
But
looking like
he doesn't have a shield. He doesn't have the shield.
oh, you gotta buy the shield. See, now this is where Kevin's wallet is really gonna pay off.
Yeah, he has a lot of money. Can just get he could just grab the shield immediately.
Come on, Kevin, just dip in there, get that shield. Oh, Kevin, what are you doing to me? All right. Well, so far nothing too exciting. Forest, but we'll see.
I'm trying to.
So one really great thing that I have to bring up is that we have a Foolish Baron, we have a Stone Foolish Water Temple. So Long Shot is pretty much out the window at this.
I mean, it might still be 80.
I mean, it could be.
I mean, we need to do Spirit, so we're probably going to have Requiem at some point. It doesn't make the long shot too hard to obtain.
Also, I really do enjoy the fact that both of our water dungeons are stones here. Between water and Jabu. Especially given that Zora's Domain is foolish. I mean, unless Ice decides to rear its head, you really don't have a good reason to go Domain.
Very true. That's a fish bottle. Well, doesn't it tell you to feed the fish with the smaller fish? That's the first bottle, by the way. So that might be important. That could be Way of the Hero. But that would be really stupid, right? Like, what are you required to have?
Really stupid.
What are you required to have just a bottle for?
I guess.
Well, like.
Yeah, I don't think it could be Way.
It could, like, if you get your hands on a bow.
Oh, for big
pose? We already have a power for big pose, and I think the other check is if you can find 2 wallets for, like, Paradox Letter. But I think that's the only ways that a bottle can actually be Way of the Hero. Zora's Domain is foolish. But was Big Pose hinted? Did I miss that?
I don't believe Big Pose was hinted.
So, like, it's not. We know it's not Domain because Domain is foolish. Like, I was just in general listing of the checks that are locked by a bottle.
See, maybe Domain is foolish doesn't mean that there's nothing there. Maybe it just means that it's just really stupid. And it's like, that's where it is. Maybe it's just Paradox. The game's way of telling us.
Yeah, very true. The bottle can be Way of the Hero for skulls. But, like, we only need a maximum of 30 skulls. And we have bombs, hookshot, and boomerang already.
Oh, I really like that play from MisterKarp. Stunning both of the Stalfos and just walking gingerly around them to grab the fairy.
Yeah, that's really cool.
I really need a timeout. Just give me a second, okay?
If you don't have the shield here, it's really like this is. You have to do what you can. You have to be good at improvising.
Yeah, like, it does not feel good to not have the shield here, so props to Karp for even making it this far.
Excuse me. I couldn't mute myself in time. Yeah. having a butter knife. We already have all the swords and all the tunics. So what's next, Boots?
Actually, doesn't Karp have the Goron sword right now? Did he just forget?
Yeah, Karp has it. Karp collected with the boomerang in river. Maybe he thinks it's not worth tracking. Like, he's not even on his personal tracker. He's not even tracking the beans, like deco sticks and deco nuts. So like, maybe he's. I don't need to track this because I just know I have it.
Well, the Warp Song Conga line comes to an end with Serenade.
Serenade is probably not going to be very useful this seed. I mean, it allows you to set up your Scarecrow if you're key locked out of fire on like Pierre.
Right. But both of our runners have already done Child Scarecrows, so...
Yeah, that's half of that stuff already gone. Checking fire is actually a good idea, yeah. Like, you want to see how deep you can go.
It's also a little risky with his Little Hearts as Karp has.
Oh, we are indeed hammerlocked, and that was Din's fire on Damper Rays.
Yeah.
We need that at some point.
Well, at least there's nothing too interesting to do in fire for now.
Yep. Like, if you go into fire with, like, nothing, you actually don't want to find a key, right? You want to find that item so you know you don't have to worry about it until you get the hammer.
Especially when you have no Goron Tunic and 5 hearts, you really don't want a reason to go deeper. Oh, and we're seeing Lullaby.
It looks like on top of the crate has just a Deco Shield, so there's nothing. And Zelda's Lullaby is in the windmill. That's still reasonably early, but I believe.
Wait, what was on top of the windmill? What item was that?
On top of the windmill? Oh, I didn't see it.
Because
Dang it.
I imagine it had to have been a huge ruby. Because
not a strength.
it wasn't a strength. I learned that lesson very, very, very well my first game here. GTG way of the hero, it looks like.
Oh, so back to GTG, to the topic of GTG being available so early, might be worth going for. Like, there's things you really don't want to see there. Like, first strength you don't want to see, the first bow you don't want to see in GTG, and hookshot. Like, those are the 3 items that I don't want to see in GTG ever. Because you have to go into GTG, and like, because you have neither of those items, you are missing out of a lot of checks, so it might not be worth going for. But then you have to go anyway.
Yeah, it's eventually, even if, like, because you want those items because they lock so much in GTG, but you don't want to go there without those items, and it's like,
very true. Like,
at what point do you just go for it?
It feels so wrong.
It does. It's like doing domain without Rudo's letter. It's like, why am I here right now? I don't want to do this.
Oh, and light arrows on Mini Goron.
Well, they were passed down for generations.
Yeah. Nice 2-strat from Kevin here to light up the eyes into Douglas Cavern. It looks like it didn't entirely work, did it?
It looks like we have one of the eyes lit up. Hey, that looks like a bow to me.
Oh. So this makes the trip to GTG a little more convenient. Like, with that bow, I would actually like to go to GTG.
Yeah, and I mean, even deeper in Forest, too.
I mean, you can only do so much in Forest without strength.
That is true, but I'm waiting for the situation where our strength is in Forest, and then...
Yeah, I've seen that before. Sometimes it's just, like, the most recent occasion of that was, like, the strength was on the 2 Starfalls right at the beginning. So, like, you go in with bow and hover boots even. You just go in and just grab the strength and complete it. It's stupid. But like not having a shield, like chews are a little more effective if you have a shield to shield drop them with.
Yeah, it's just a bit faster.
Like not having a shield here, like it slows MisterKarp down just a bit. But like DC is probably one of the best plays you can make right now. It's guaranteed progression.
Oh yeah,
It's fast.
DC always feels like a good play.
Yeah, even if it's a stone. But like if it's a medallion and I have a bomb bag, dude, guess where I'm going?
Yeah, right. It's like,
There's
hey,
nothing
priority
stopping
number
it.
1, let's go.
And even if you don't find anything,
Karp picking up
you
his
have just
bow.
done something that you needed. Yeah, that's the bow for Karp. But as it stands, the bow doesn't unlock anything in
In force that we haven't already
Forest.
seen.
Yeah, without the
Yeah.
strength at least. Hookshot strats, very nice.
I always forget about that strat. It's such like a small little thing, and I just think about it.
Also, Kevin, like both of them on really low health right now.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. This is a very unhealthy seed. Of course, as we say that, MisterKarp picks up his recovery heart.
Yeah, yeah, but like one heart doesn't do too much.
All right, so we're gonna see more Dodongo's Cavern from both of our runners. Who do we think's in the lead right now?
Oh, that's not too easy to tell. Like,
Yeah, it is kind of a tough question because both of our runners have definitely been places where the other hasn't been, and I would say that Karp is maybe a bit
wait,
in
the
lead.
ice didn't. Oh, they did light up. I was sorry. I just thought the ice didn't like light up for some reason. Just don't mind me.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Like I actually didn't see the cutscene. I don't know. I mean, there's a way to skip it.
Oh, is there?
Yeah, you can like if you come from where you normally come from and you drop a bomb in the first, like activate the first eye, and then like position yourself at the other side and throw a bomb into the one that you already activated, and then like immediately dropping a bomb onto the eye that you still need to light. Both like if you hit an eye that's already lit, you get like this that was wrong jingle and like a small cutscene. So if those two cutscenes overlap each other, you can actually cancel, like you can actually move during the mouth opening to save a little bit of time.
Wow, that's actually really neat. I never knew that. And luckily, we have Kevin over here finding ice arrows just in time for King Dodongo. As we all know, he is weak to ice arrows because ice is cold and he's hot. So they're.
Yeah.
I mean, it just makes sense.
I mean, for Valvagia, it makes sense, yeah. King Dodongo, not so much. I mean, coming from Pokemon, we know that dragons, like while we're on the topic of Valvagia, dragons are weak to ice, but fire is not weak to ice, so it kind of balances out, right? So, like, actually, they should do the same damage to Valvagia, but.
Oh my god. Somebody contact Nintendo. We gotta get a patch out for this game. They messed up. And
Why should it be ground type though?
we got more
It's definitely
bottles.
a dragon.
Yeah, Bavagia's gotta be a dragon, right? And we getting our fire medallion. We're just one medallion away from Ravaged Kakariko. Ugh, it's. Let's see. Where are our runners gonna go next?
This looks like an adult shooting play here. Like you're really close, might just do it on the way.
Might as well spend some of those 200 rubies. And have we actually seen the Composer Grave song check yet?
Nope.
I don't believe so, yeah.
I mean, didn't they? No, I was just thinking maybe with Song of Time, you can like do the graveyard first and then go for the windmill. So by the time you grab ZL, you have already done the graveyard. Looks like Kevin is actually going for that right now.
Yeah. I mean, more songs is more good, so no argument there. I'm so happy that our chat is just filled with Pokemon right now.
How is that a fairy? I have not like that's not a fairy. And MisterKarp is finally buying a shield, it seems.
Yeah, MisterKarp not wanting to relive the nightmare that is Forest Temple with no shield. So I guess now we have to ask, how long is it going to be before one of our runners goes GTG?
I'm thinking that we might see our first strength upgrade in GTG, like Bow locked in GTG or Song of Time locked in GTG, maybe.
I could see that, yeah. I could see.
Ooh,
that's Requiem.
That's a spicy song.
Oh, and we're getting the check. Technically, we already knew that, but it's still fun to see.
And playing it immediately, like really playing it to the songs, yeah, I like that a lot. Like songs are so powerful, you want to prioritize them.
Yeah, it's
pretty high,
just
at
so
least.
worth it. Plus, given this as a way of the hero location, I mean.
Oh, that's your orange, yeah, your golden rupee. In the windmill. Just confirmed.
Looking like we have an item, because Prelude is most definitely not way of the hero for anything.
Oh, so now we need to have a good look at what's on top of. I mean, you can get the fairy fountain anyway.
Wait, that?
That's a hard piece.
Yeah.
Okay, so it is 100% the fairy fountain.
Is he warping out?
Didn't Kevin see the hint? Like, this is... Oh no. This might be bad.
Oh, that's not great. I mean, you have to imagine that Kevin's going to check that area eventually, right?
I'm pretty sure on the arch was a piece of heart.
That's what I thought I saw too, but I'm also looking at 3 streams at the same time, so they're a little small. Could have missed it.
Longshot is in Wasteland. It's really funny sometimes with how many different things people can come up with, like looking at an item in the lake or on top of the arch, like what is it? I'm pretty sure it was a piece of heart.
I'm pretty sure that was the case. And Kevin gonna catch up with MisterKarp in Forest Temple and run into the same brick wall.
Very true. You can actually make the jump there, and it's not too precise. But sometimes you just like if you're off too far on your jumping angle, you actually miss it, and then you have to climb again.
Yeah, it can be pretty finicky.
Yeah, if Harry had his strength, that would be like that would be devastating.
Oh, that'd be tragic.
He knows that Colossus is way of the hero. He wrote it down. So maybe he wants to do like Chide Spirit at some point and like check it on the way. Although movement as child is slower, so doing it as an adult is just plain faster.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin has Desert marked down as way of the hero, so I think it was just a small oversight. Well, look at how fast Kevin tore through those Stalfos.
Yeah, the shield just makes this so much faster. Like it's really funny because the shield doesn't really help you so much defensively, but rather offensively because of the crouch stabs. Like,
oh yeah, it's so much more of an offensive item.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. So looking like we're probably going to see a Desert Colossus from Karp soon.
Yeah, like Carp will go for the fairy, I believe.
I would think so, but you never know. Honestly, I could see a Desert Colossus into Fairy into Reverse Walk to GTG play.
Yeah, but like, do you? Yeah, like you want to reverse at some point to go for GTG. This seems like go to fairy and then reverse immediately seems like a good like routing decision, but you still need to come back for that. Like maybe need to come back for that second hook shot. Yeah, like Captain America does. Just throw your shield.
You just got to glue the boomerang to your shield, and now you have
The shield boomerang.
yeah, and then glue your sword to your shield, so you just have mobile crouch stabs. You can
Yeah, but you have to remember that you always crouch down before throwing, or else it's not going to work.
Sure.
You can only do crouch stabs while you're crouching, so I wonder if it works that way. like you have to take the bigger on sword, then like glue your bigger on sword to it.
Man, I'd be willing to lose my big Oran sword to that. That's pretty amazing. All right, I'm guessing 49 for Karp over here.
49 is a really good time.
I just have a lot of faith in Karp. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
not disagreeing. Like, okay, but he got hit once.
Yeah, I have a little less faith in Karp now.
I think my fastest time, like my fastest time was a 50.
Yeah,
this one looked more like a 52.
I'm in the same boat. I have yet to quite hit that 49. And picking up our dins on MisterKarp's side.
So if we get magic, we actually have access to a scale and the second hook shot. But neither of them might be required, so the problem with both of these items is like besides unlocking like 3 checks in total, they give you they help you with Water Temple, and Water Temple is Foolish Stone, so
yeah,
you don't really want to play into that.
MisterKarp getting the huge rupee in the windmill. You know what? Just taking a little drink break. You know, it's fine. That's what the red potion is for. And looking like we're going to be able to see our first skulls. Our first 10 skulls, I guess.
Just a refill. Handing in the claim check here.
Ooh, I'm really curious what's on this claim check. And we have
a masterpiece.
It's a masterpiece.
A masterpiece of heart.
I think if it's Bigoron, at the very least, we should get a bigger heart container.
Yeah, there's like there's a very big heart like popping up on your screen. Like,
yeah, exactly. You should have one incredibly oversized heart that you got from your good friend, the Bigoron.
Also, happy 2 hours. I'm a little bit ahead of time. Happy 1 hour, everyone.
You are a lot of bit ahead of time.
The time just runs at 2 times speed for me. Yeah, getting the horse ready here. I think. Yeah. Doesn't MisterKarp have to catch up on? Oh no, that's a big post play.
Oh, it would be, yeah.
I mean, the bottle might still be Wave the Hero.
like big pose. Likely gonna do a couple of field checks.
Getting it done at this point, I don't disagree.
Yeah, I don't think it's a bad idea at all.
It looks like he's cashing it in immediately.
I mean, you're there. and it's
Like,
gonna be
if that's something, dude.
yeah,
That's
if
the
this
call of the century.
matters. Gonna have to talk to MisterKarp, ask him how much of the spoiler log he's seen. All right, let's see what we find.
Okay, it's nothing. So the bottle is kind of pointless.
Little bit, but that good 50 money. Okay, so looking
Are
like
we ahead?
Kevin's heading back to. They're both going to desert. My goodness.
Are they high-fiving at the fairy fountain?
Looks like they're about to. Ah, no. Carp's gonna take a slightly different path.
I mean, Karp didn't get this song yet, so that makes sense.
Yeah, I'd go that direction first too. All right. Strength. It could be magic. Oh, I'm curious now. This is gonna be good, whatever it is. Oh yeah, look at that strength.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh no.
Well, I know where our runners are going.
Yeah, this just feels a little bit bad because he was right there and could have grabbed
Yeah,
it,
right.
but then decided to go into forest without it.
Oof.
Still not too bad. At least he makes it into the rest of forest first, like just slightly ahead of MisterKarp in terms of dungeon progression.
All right. So, I feel like it is now time to push the double forest panic button because
Oh yeah, you're right.
we
I
are
got so
about to
excited.
be. Yeah, we are about to brace ourselves for some heart pounding action right here. And
Did Kevin's stream
Oh.
die again?
no.
Oh, no, it was just for me.
Looking like Kevin's actually gonna go GTG. Oh, or not.
You mean MisterKarp?
Or yeah.
No,
Mr.
he's
Kevin.
no, he's not. I would actually prefer forest here too because like you
Yeah.
100% need to do it, and you might just find a thing like you might just find strength 2 or something in or anything that helps you in GTG.
Yeah, I think Forest really is the best play here. It looked like Karp was gonna go GTG, just leaving the fountain and all, but I think he just needed a few moments to think about what his next
Yeah.
move was.
Like sometimes I just like after getting an item or reading a hint, I walk into a direction and then realize, dude, this is not right, and then just do something else. Like
Oh, I do
walk
that
away.
all the time. I just autopilot myself for a few seconds, and then I'm like, wait a
Yeah.
minute, I wanna go somewhere else.
Especially tricky for me is like if you check the pedestal as an adult, but you have a good warp song that you want to play. Like while still writing down what the medallions are, I start to backwalk out of Temple of Time, and by the time I'm done, I'm outside Temple of Time, and wait, I wanted to play Nocturne.
Right.
That happens way too often.
So wow, we are looking really even right now.
Very true. Let's take a quick look at the items. I don't think like either of them have anything. Either of them has anything that the other doesn't.
I mean, Mr. Karp has the slingshot.
Oh,
And
yeah.
for all we know, slingshot practice in the woods, that could be the deal breaker.
Where was
But,
the slingshot again?
Oh, where was the slingshot again?
Oh, there it is.
Oh,
It is
no.
indeed strength 2.
Oh, that's fantastic.
So you can full clear GTG now, right? Can you? No.
You don't have irons. You can't do toilet, but
Yeah,
I
but
think
toilet
our
was
toilet.
hinted.
Yeah,
Toilet was
our toilet
hinted
was
then.
hinted.
So you can do everything in GTG now. Oh wow.
Yeah, everything's available. This is gonna be a pretty close seed. This is great.
Also, it doesn't seem too slow either. Like, for it to slow down a little bit, we wouldn't like need to find Ruto's letter, maybe.
Ruto's
something-
letter, yeah.
Something that like just elongates the logical chain that they need to follow. And
Right.
letter is a really good item, good item to do that.
Oh yeah, letter is really good at making you stop and rethink your life.
Rethink
Do you
your
really
life.
want to go to ice? Do ya?
It could also be Jabu.
Oh
Having to
goodness.
decide, you cash the letter in. For me, the most problematic situation is I cash the letter and do I go to Jabu or not?
Yeah, that's a tough decision. I think that's definitely a play you make when you've started exhausting all of your better options. But it is a play you can make. Because sometimes it just happens where you run out of checks and you have to start grasping a bit.
Very true. Yeah, still grabbing skulls. 100% fair. We still haven't seen the 30 hint, I believe. MisterKarp's at 14 now, so almost halfway there.
Yeah, chat, that's actually a pretty good point. How about Nocturne on Ice?
Yeah, we're still missing 2 songs. The one check on Burning Keg and the one check on Ice. In Ice.
Yeah.
And where Storms, as we know. So Ice Cavern might actually... we still need to find the letter, though. What if it's letter and GTG?
Oh god. Oh, that would be a time.
Yeah, letter and GTG and nothing else. And you even have all the tools to clear it, so you spend a lot of you find the letter super early and you don't bail, you clear the whole thing. Find nothing else, and then have to go to trade to cash in the letter to go to Ice to get your Nocturne. And, imagine you go to Ice and it's not Nocturne, but there's something on Jabu. So you committed to Ice and then just lost a lot of time.
I mean, see, this is why we just never rush ice. Just pretend ice doesn't exist, and problem solved. If you lose, well, there's just nothing you could have ever done.
I mean, in terms of Burning Keg, we just need to clear fire, but we definitely need the hammer for that.
Yeah, we know that we're locked out of Fire Temple after the very first check, so...
Yeah, I would say the item that you want to see the most right now is the hammer, because it basically tells you if you need to do Ice eventually or not. You do fire and you get the song and you see if it's Nocturne or not. And then you probably don't need to bother with Ice.
Kevin over here making me nervous. Looking like they're gonna be okay though.
Okay, got him. Those Starfalls can be sometimes they're very easy, sometimes they're just harder. Sometimes they just troll you.
Sometimes they just decide that it's time to block every sword swipe.
So, what are we still missing? Except for the hammer and Nocturne, of course. We still need hover boots and magic. And the mirror shield.
Yeah.
And I think that's it.
Yeah, there's really not too much left to see it, honestly. And right now, we're still missing our last Way of the Hero location. Part of me is still waiting for bottom of the well is Way of the Hero.
Yes, we still have one Way of the Hero left. The problem being, though, in Forest Temple and GTG, we already have 2 dungeons hinted Way of the Hero, and there can only be a maximum of 2 dungeons hinted Way of the Hero.
Oh, true.
So sadly, we're not going to see that. Did we find anything else on Kakariko except for... Oh yeah, we found the claim check. That was a lovely hard piece. But I think we didn't find anything major except Zelda's Lullaby and the Windmill.
Kevin having a fun time with the Flaming Arrow room.
Yeah, no fire arrows. Like, fire arrows make this room so much easier.
Fire arrows is just, it feels so good.
It
It feels like you just did everything right somehow. If you get here with fire arrows,
Like, we're still missing the magic though. Oh,
Yeah.
that was actually really close. Like, if Kevin voids here, he dies.
Yeah, this is the very last place you want to die because that is a long walk to get back.
But it looks like he made it.
Yeah, he should be fine at this point.
Okay, but don't die to the pole. If you die to the pole, then you have to come back.
I mean, I feel like Kevin has to be on high alert about dying preventable deaths after the Deku opening.
Very true.
That being said, we are over an hour in, and both of our runners have 5 hearts. That's pretty incredible.
Yeah, the seat has been very, very unhealthy today.
Yeah, honestly.
Like, you have to... I mean, we have... How many bottles? We have 1 bottle.
We have a second bottle. We have the fish bottle and
Oh yeah, the fish bottle.
red potion.
Like, the fish you might want to hold on for a moment.
Oh, Forest Temple.
Yeah,
You sure are.
I feel it too.
Yeah, I know this is super late, but I like just built this. So have a now with double forest temple meme here.
That's cool.
Double the Forest Temple, double the
That's
fun.
very cool. I like that.
Oh, I love that.
It's great.
Oh, I love this community.
Oh, by the way, friendly reminder for anyone, like even if you're just watching, involved with the Scrubs community or the Scrubs restream, there is this feedback sheet, like the feedback form, that would really help us to gain some information on how the season went and how everything is going in general. But like that, spoiler alert, there's a question in there where you can rate your like overall like your skill level on like or knowledge level, how it has increased over the tournament. And there's 1 point for memes. Like how good have you like how good is your knowledge of memes after this?
Well,
And I just had to give it a 0 because I can't answer that seriously.
Well,
Oh.
to be fair, I not to spoil anything, but I think we really need to help this community with their memes.
Yeah.
It seems to be the one thing everyone is lacking.
I don't know. I feel like my knowledge of memes has skyrocketed since joining the Scrubs tournament. I feel like that's where I've grown the most.
In memes.
You know,
I mean-
gameplay, whatever, but memes, you know.
So many memes are just bad though. Like
But yeah, definitely fill
even
that out.
You know what? Name one bad meme.
Greg. I don't even need to think about it.
Okay, yeah, you know.
It's controversial. Some people like it, some people don't. But I don't judge anyone for liking it because I can clearly see why it makes people happy. Also, yeah, shout out to those iron boots real quick because like those you don't want to see them really. Like they don't help you at all.
And before Way the Hero Iron Boots, all I'm saying. Yeah, that's strength 2. Yeah, that didn't matter. It's the Iron Boots that we're looking at. And it looks like Kevin's going to be fighting Ghostly Ganon.
Also want to point out, we are 19 followers away from 1,000.
Wow.
So if you have not followed us yet, go ahead and give us a follow, because we are right on the cusp of 1,000 followers.
Yeah, if you stayed this far into this race, you probably like what we're doing. So following is actually really quick to do, and like that way you can stay up to date with everything that we do, all the fun restreams. Like there's going to be a lot of hype matches coming up soon, the grand finals of all the brackets in the Scrubs tournament. So there's like, it's a win-win. It helps us, like it's a number for us. It helps us to reach that milestone, and it helps you watch some amazing content.
Yeah, we are at the beginning of a very, very interesting week in terms of how many grand finals we have going on.
Isn't it like just 4 this weekend, or 5 even?
I believe so, at the very least. And
Yeah, that's just crazy.
Yeah, and that's just the first grand finals. I'm sure we're going to have a handful of grand final 2s we have to deal with too.
Did Kevin's stream just die again?
It
was just for me. Oh, it was just for me. It was like lagging a little bit.
Okay, so we're seeing Kevin going for the reverse wasteland.
Yeah, so Forest Wave the hero for either strength or iron boots. We know it's strength 2 specifically because at least we know it's either strength 2 or strength 3, because we've yet to find another strength upgrade that is not strength locked, I think.
Oh, but this is interesting.
If we find a strength upgrade that is strength locked, we know that strength for Forest Temple is strength 2.
Yeah, that's absolutely the case.
And we needed to clear the game anyway, because we need to do Adult Spirit. So like has a high chance, but like Iron Boots are still not 100% off the table here.
Yeah, it's unlikely, but it's entirely possible.
It looks like Karp is doing some adult Hylia checks, and I think he might just be riding his horse to Gerudo Valley, while Kevin just reverses.
So I want to talk about Kevin's play there real quick, because Kevin just dipped into the little bunker where the wasteland check is, and I think he just doesn't think for a second it could be AD, because I don't think that's a play you make if you plan on coming back for the long shot.
I mean, he probably wants the Scar. It's not the slowest Scar to pick up, probably. And also it enables you to do like this visibility glitch where the flag poles light up. So you can easily see where you go. And like you need to like at least climb down a little bit anyway for that. And that's the lens on adult fishing. We didn't see that yet, did we?
Oh, wait. I bet Karp's feeling really good about that.
I mean, why would you feel good about the lens?
Because now you can get through the Shadow Temple.
I think these runners are so familiar with the game, like at this level, that they know what to do without lemons, unless it's treasure chest game.
Yeah,
I mean, you know what you do in treasure chest game, but like you're guessing. So yeah, the lens, everyone's favorite item. Not something you want to see in as the only item in a Wave the Hero location. That happens way too often in these settings.
Oh, it does too. I enjoy the lens, but also maybe we could just push it off the cliff a little.
That's a Deku Shield on top, and Kevin is going for GTG here. So depending on what is in how important the item in GTG is, and when MisterKarp makes his way over there, this might actually be a good put Kevin in a good spot here.
Yeah, I think Kevin's in a great spot right now.
That's not the shield we want, by the way. That's 2 items down already. why don't go right side first and check the maze? Like, with Song of Time in hand, I would go right side first.
Yeah, I agree with you there, actually.
I mean, he can full clear the place anyway. So, like, just going around might not be too bad.
I do want to point out that MisterKarp narrowly avoided drowning in the small pool of water.
Yeah, with so little hearts, it's tricky. And there's magic.
Ooh, there is our magic. That's
So
interesting.
we can go back to Wasteland and grab our long shot.
Yeah, exactly. Long shot and logic, problem solved.
Yeah, but like,
Well, not in logic, but
like we don't really want to go for the long shot because the only things that are hard long shot locked are things in Water Temper, Morpha, and I think Shoot the Sun.
yeah, it's very unlikely that Longshot's going to play a role in this seed. Unless 80 somehow finds a way, which it could. I mean, it's not off the table yet.
Very true. And like that's not anything anyone wants to see. Like the viewers probably, but like the racers not so much.
Yeah, if you're racing right now, you're just hoping that you don't have to put up with it.
Yeah, very true.
And MisterKarp getting that wallet finally.
We're still missing 2 always hints, right? We're still missing 30 skulls and Skull Mask.
We are, yeah. Yeah, we really are missing Skull Mask. I'm not used to not knowing what that is so far into a seed.
Yeah, like the later you find that, like those hints can be very well hidden sometimes.
So right now, it definitely looks like Kevin has a lead. But it's also worth pointing out that Kevin is very likely going to end up doing a lot of those Lake Hylia checks that we just saw MisterKarp do.
Probably.
Unless GTG really gets him in the right direction.
And there is the hammer!
Hey, there it is.
So strength 2 being required to get the hammer out of this room.
So question, do you bail?
That's tricky. I would open the gate first. Like,
Yeah.
I would probably forget it, but I would want to open the gate first.
Well, looking like we're going to see, if not a full clear, we're at least going to see more of GTG from Kevin. And on the other hand, have we seen Tectite Grotto yet this run?
No, I don't think so. Oh yeah, I 100% agree with Lefty here. Like, you know that Fire Templar is going to play an important role because of the medallion and it might just lock Nocturne. So you actually want to push that as far as you can. But like backtracking to GTG just feels horrible. Like just going there once feels horrible.
Yeah, it really is a gamble either way. Because there very well could be something more in GTG, but...
Yeah, but we already found 2 items.
Yeah, and you know that Fire Temple is 100% required. And you know that it's probably going to lock something useful, so...
You can also be pretty sure that your opponent is going to finish that place too. Like, completely finish it too, unless he takes a gamble. Like, there's no way you don't full clear Way of the Hero GTG on your first trip, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's the optimal scenario. I think Kevin still feels behind at this point because of the death in Deku and I think he just feels that way. Like with doing chickens as well. I think Karp still dodged chickens. Like if if you do chickens because you feel behind, and then like chicken doesn't have anything, you feel even more behind.
Yeah, exactly. Feels like, oh, there's another 2 minutes of my life gone.
This is
I
tricky.
think that's just a bloopy in Grudo Valley. I think they just got a green rupee from blowing up the box. I want to say.
Yeah, I must say I'm currently just paying a little more attention to what's happening in GTG. So I can't tell if that was Greg or not. Oh, I'm thinking. Actually, if you play on Virtual Console, going like even if you have bombs in Song of Time, you probably want to go left side first, because you can do it just in one quick round, and you don't like need to walk that much. Because safe warping wouldn't like really help you all that much.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. There's all these little virtual console nuances that I just never think about, but
Yeah,
you know they have to be on Kevin's mind.
yeah. I don't even like really like. I'm a big fan of safe warping and safe scumming things. So being limited in that regard because it eats up so much time, I would actually like try to not like, even if I had the opportunity to play on virtual console, I would probably still not do it.
Yeah, I probably agree with you, but that's probably more because I'm already in the habit of playing the way I do, so
Yeah.
I guess I'm probably just a little bit stubborn.
Well, that's another bow, but that doesn't tell us anything.
Yeah.
Another deco sheet. I think we have seen like 3 of them already.
Oh, we've
There was
seen
one in the crater, one in the lab roof, and one here.
we've
And
seen
all of the
entirely too many Taker Shields so far.
And that's another bomb bag. Hmm.
But we're just getting duplicates in this this key room, aren't we? More
Yeah.
arrows, more shields, more bombs.
More keys.
Let's go slingshot upgrade.
Yeah. Or another bomb bag. Or like stick upgrade. We have not seen a stick upgrade yet.
We have seen a stick in what is it?
Bombshoe bowling. Yeah, but we don't know if it was an upgrade or not.
Okay, so it looks like I believe small key is on the toilet.
Yeah, so the rest of GTG was kind of pointless indeed, so bailing would have been a good idea.
But I mean,
But like,
peace of mind, right?
You never, yeah, peace of mind, definitely. Like you never know.
Yeah, because I think the worst case scenario here is you bail out of GTG, you're not sure where to go next, so you go back to GTG, and then there's nothing.
Yeah. I mean, if you leave GTG early, you're committing to not coming back anytime soon.
Oh yeah.
Like, what does it help you to skip it? Like, if you skip it and then do something else and then just return immediately, that doesn't really feel like you committed to the play, in my opinion.
So Kevin just going straight to fire, and and making sure to grab Pierre right before going to Fire Temple. That's a really smart play.
Yeah.
If it was me, I 100% would have forgotten to do that.
Me too.
And I would have just gotten to that point, and I would have been like, okay, I really hope it's not important.
I remember a seed where I had to walk, like without having. I think I had Serenade, but I didn't have Bolero or Minuet, and I had to walk to Fire Temple like 3 times.
Ugh.
Like in a row, even, because like first I didn't set up Scarecrow, then I went back with Scarecrow second time, and then I didn't save and soft locked on Volvage, so I had to walk the 3rd time. Oh man. And since then I always save when I go into fire.
And we have Karp picking up their magic. Yeah, Kevin is in a really good spot right now.
Yeah, let's just not talk about the match ending just yet.
Oh
Like,
no.
I can see where you're coming from, but it's still way too early.
Oh,
And Mr. Cup,
I don't think we're anywhere close to deciding that
yeah,
because.
but like,
Oh god.
yeah, go. No, you go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No, I insist. You go ahead. I forgot what I was saying anyway.
Yeah, I completely did too. Way to go.
All right, well, let's give our commentators a really great round of applause for their incredible work here today.
That was the worst timing you could have said that.
Oh, I came in specifically for you guys. I feel like I need to save you guys from yourselves. Okay, no.
wow.
Okay, so here's my point. Here's the point I'm trying to make. I mean, we're only 2 items away from finishing this off.
Yes.
I mean, we are a song away as well. But like,
Yep.
it's very, unless like there's Ice Cavern shenanigans, like it's looking like this. If this is a linear seed, and we just find Nocturne on Burning Cack and like Shadow Temple holds Mirror Shield or like we find Hovers here in Fire or something.
Like Hovers in Spirit, maybe.
Yeah, or Hovers in Spirit, something like that. Like this, if this is like super linear, Kevin's got it because he's ahead.
Yeah, I think right now what MisterKarp really needs is an opportunity for Kevin to go to the wrong places. And yeah, I kind of agree with you there because Karp has done some checks that are a bit more out of the way and a bit less dungeon focused. So if Kevin doesn't find exactly what they need, or Burning Cack doesn't have Nocturne, or if the seed opens up a bit more, then that gives MisterKarp a bit more of a opportunity.
Also, Fantown asked who is coming from losers bracket. That would be Kevin. So if Kevin gets this, he still has to play another round.
All right, MisterKarp picking up the hammer and looking like Karp's going to full clear GTG as well. Ugh.
Yeah.
So
Fire just having nothing but keys so far.
yeah, I'm wondering how deep are we gonna have to go into Fire Temple before we find boss key?
That's not really something you want to see, right? Like you want to see the boss kid get out.
Yeah, it's like you don't want to spend too much time in Fire Temple, but Fire Temple really likes it when you do. So
Very true. Fire Temple likes you to go deep.
oh, more small keys.
Okay, so speaking of Fire Temple and it having a progression item that we need, that it only makes the seed very convenient and linear if that item appears before the boss key does. If it does not, then like who knows when they will go back to fire. Like you don't just commit to full clearing fire out of a whim. Like you have to have a good reason for that. Like either you're really low on checks and it like suddenly becomes the most checked-ins error you have left in the game, or like you get a hint.
Yeah, especially when you have Bolero and you think to yourself, well, I can just come back here whenever. I don't need to do this now.
Very true. Like why Kevin still has the advantage here. Like one good, like it could just take one good call from MisterKarp and one bad call from Kevin to turn this around entirely.
Yeah, absolutely. And I still, in my heart of hearts, believe that we're gonna have an AD seed. So
very nice ground jump.
yeah, I always manage to hit the switch trying to ground jump
that
there.
one
So
is really tricky. Like you have to be on the far right side or on the far left side. I prefer like if I do pure ground jump, I prefer the far left side. Just takes a little bit longer to get there, but like you really want to make sure you don't hit that thing.
yeah, anytime somebody can pull that trick off, to me it just kind of feels a little bit like magic.
Yeah. What you also can do as a little time save, you can like while you're doing the ground jump, like you unleashing the short ground jump, you can quickly shield drop a bomb before grabbing the edge of the block. So you don't need to throw it. Like that's what I like to do as like I usually use the ground jump as a backup if my glitchless jump doesn't work. Like I have a specific jump in mind.
MisterKarp playing responsibly, making sure to get that gate open.
Yeah. Open gate hashtag open gates responsibly.
Yeah, it's looking like we're gonna see long shot.
Oh yeah, he's going for the long shot. Like, I mean that's kind of unnecessary.
You know, it might be a meta play. If Carp feels like they're a little bit behind, they might be banking on AD.
Oh, that's a is that a naked wasteland play? Actually, using the box to set up.
Ooh, I've never seen that.
That was beautiful. I didn't know you could use the box like that. Like I always like do something with like go to the left side and invert my camera and then backwalk.
Yeah, same here. I've never seen it off the box before like that. That's really interesting.
I knew you could do it in the other way, like while reversing, but that one was really cool. That was a really cool setup. Like use the box to get the angle and then just backwalk.
Yeah, both of our runners definitely showing that they're in the Bracket X finals.
Yeah, they are pulling off the tricks, dude.
And looking like we... Oh no, Kevin!
Kevin died again.
Kevin, come back!
And at the worst timing, because we really need to see what's on fire. We don't want to miss that.
See, we're gonna get the stream back and he's just gonna be fighting Ganon.
Like, that would be really freaking fast.
Yeah, it was just a really linear seed, you know?
Okay, so MisterKarp actually picking up the long shot here. I mean, the long shot saves you a little time in some dungeons, one of them being Forest, but they have done Forest already, so...
Yeah. I honestly think this is a play you make when you're feeling like you might be a little bit behind, and you're thinking, hey, if the other person doesn't prepare for all dungeons, I might be able to gain some time back if it ends up being the case, you know?
Yeah, you're just like, just in case you like get this tiny little bit. But it's still like it's a risk because like it took him quite some time to get. Yeah. And like at this point you actually like want to push your progression as far as you can. Like you want to leave, like you want to take the risk and leave some like out of the way checks in like behind. And just like try to catch up and hope there's nothing on there. Like if you feel behind, that is.
Right.
So does he really feel behind though? Like I don't know.
I don't know. It's hard to say.
The hammer was in GTG in the strength 2 locked room behind the heavy block where the likes are.
It's looking like we're gonna see a Gerudo Valley hammer chest.
And grabbing some more skulls here, like waiting a little bit for time of day since they don't have Sunsong. I don't mind it too much.
Yeah, I mean, a little bit of a wait is sometimes you just have to, you know?
Yeah. But like, I think that was like, we can now confirm if it was Greg or not. Oh no, did they mean the crate?
They meant the crate.
The crate was a blue rupee. Like, we have seen Gerudo Valley super early, so I would be really surprised to have seen Greg there. That was a blue P 100%. I think that was something like a heart in the waterfall as well. Wait.
We're on Cityway, the hero.
Did we miss that earlier on?
I guess we must have.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I didn't even see it.
Okay, so did we find anything in Goron City?
We found light arrows, but that doesn't count.
That doesn't count.
We found...
So what was it? The maze was empty as far as I can tell.
Maybe we haven't found anything.
How much have we seen of Child Goron City? I think... Have we seen anything in Child Goron City? Hammer Rocks and Pot is left. Okay, thank you, Thunder.
Have we seen the Pot? Because I don't think we've seen Pot. And we already have Darunia hinted.
Yeah, Darunia is hinted, that's true. Let's hope Kevin returns soon.
Yeah, hopefully it's not
Kevin's internet is like really trolly sometimes. Oh my god, that was so
Oh,
close.
wow.
Almost died there. Holy
Carp.
shit.
What are you doing to me, Carp?
Giving us a heart attack. Like, he's so low on health that the bats even drop fairies, dude. That's insane. And he caught one of them. That's just manipulating your own health so that you don't need to go out of your way to grab a fairy. That's insane. That's some galaxy brain strats right here.
Carp just gets it, man.
Like, if that was like, I'm obviously joking, but if that was really planned, like, big props to him. Like, I wouldn't even be crazy enough to attempt that. Like, you could just get like no fairies from them at all, and then you're like stuck at a half of a heart for this fight. Oh my god, that was insane. Getting 2 fairies.
You know, at this point, I'm kind of starting to think that Carp is using their like complete mastery of Zelda to just crash Kevin's game over and over.
And it looks like we found the boss key. I don't know where, but that was a fast Vargir fight because I saw like 10 seconds of it.
You know what? We don't know how Kevin killed Avagia, so I'm just gonna, fill in some blanks. I'm gonna assume there was a lot of ice arrows,
But it looks like he's back.
So we don't know where the boss key is. We can probably take a guess.
It was not too deep in. Also, his personal tracker disappeared.
Oh yeah, his personal tracker is now a little bit dead.
So now we cannot even tell if he found any items in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't Hovers, that we can just say for sure.
His personal tracker is now a picture of Xenu, so that's fun.
Oh. I was like, did he notice? That's a full heart.
We found our 6th heart.
We found our sixth heart, dude. That's insane.
What a big pickup for Kevin.
At least Kevin had the Goron tunic. Like, both of them have the Goron tunic.
Yeah.
So, like, having low health is not too concerning in fire.
Yeah, plus Carp with that fairy, I mean.
Yeah, now since Carp is in fire, now we can actually use that to catch up on what happened to Kevin.
Kevin. Zora's Domain's foolish again. Oh. No. No, the curse is spreading. Now MisterKarp is dying.
I mean, you don't need to equip your mirror sheet immediately. You can just equip it later. Like, if you do another equip, probably. And seeing that his equips haven't changed from the Vargir fight, because that's, like, the 3 items you probably want to have equipped.
Listen, I just want to put out there that there is something very wrong with the Fire Temple, because every time we get close to seeing what's going on in there,
yeah, something goes wrong. And oh no! There's strength 3, and that's hard strength 2 locked. Oh no!
Oh, so that is
Is this wave the hero for? Yeah, this is a Yeet Rock play. Get your Yeets in chat, guys. This is going to be the call. Like, there has to be something, and it's not Lens. Like, with the wallet and all the tunics we have, there is and the Lens. There's no way that's bait. So that might actually be Hovers.
Yeah.
Hovers or mirror.
This rock.
Actually, what you want to see Hovers here, because that like unlocks the entirety of Shadow. Also, it makes breaking into Zora's Domain to Ice Cavern a little bit easier, if you actually need to go there. But like, checking what the song is probably most important after this. Yeah, it could still be that OGC is nothing.
It could be, but
and then it's 100% the spinning pot. But like, there's a very, very strong likelihood of something being here. So guys, get ready. Yeet! still trying to see what's on where the boss king fires. Like, it should show up pretty soon.
Strength 3 was on Goron City Hammer Chest. All right, what do we got? Oh, I'm excited. Oh no! Oh no!
Well, that's a bust.
Oh,
That
that's
just
some double
doesn't-
magic.
That doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, that's absolutely nothing. Yeah, that wasn't our way of the hero.
Like,
Wasn't it?
the magic in GTG was like the first thing that they got. Like, that was in the first check. Like, circling around. So this just feels bad. But like, I agree with dipping a spirit
yeah.
here. It's progression. But it was me, bait. I like that. I think it wasn't magic locked, but the other magic was available with.
Yeah, the other magic was available before this magic was, so. Every time somebody walks that tightrope in Fire Temple, it just makes me nervous. Because I have fallen from that room one too many times.
Oh yeah, it's really dangerous. Okay, that's an item on Adult Side Spirit left side.
Yeah,
so
we might end
be
up seeing Child, yeah. Okay, where are we going to see our small key? Or our boss key? We've seen a lot of small keys.
Child DC, you probably mean Child GC. Yeah. Like, no one does Child DC. But yeah, typo, that's fair.
Yeah, no one does Child DC. Who does that?
Yeah, Child Goron City was done, but I think we didn't have ZL at that point. Like, I think one of those two runners did it during their Child 1. But ZL was in the windmill, so it locked by going adult. And there's Greg.
Hey, it's Greg. It is your least favorite meme.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me. Yeah, without ZL. I mean, now we have Dins too, so do it that way. Yeah, it seems we're Child locked out of Spirit, so Kevin is going Child right now.
Okay, so Karp has the boss key. We're still going. Do you think they just want to check what's on Pierre and then?
Oh, playing Minuet. Is this a Goron City play? Like grabbing the stuff in Goron City.
Oh,
Also doing Slingshot game. We have not seen Slingshot game.
Yeah, I like the play here from Kevin.
Yeah, just doing a little Child cleanup into Child Goron City. That's
first magic shot was in GTG, the Stalfos.
Oh, we have not seen Skull Kid, like the hint for Skull Kid, right? Oh, Skull Mask, sorry. Skull Kid we have not seen as well. Saria's song was in Adult Meadow, I think. No, that's a lie.
Yeah, that wasn't it. That was Bolero. I don't remember where Saria's was, honestly.
Where was Saria's song again? Oh yeah, Saria's was Prelude and it was even hinted.
Oh yeah, right. All right, let's see if this child means anything. Oh, yep, there's your titties.
So now we are at, I can't count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 hearts and double defense. So, effectively 14 hearts. Like, this seed just got a little bit healthier, but not for MisterKarp.
So this has to be our Goron City, yeah?
Didn't MisterKarp find the boss key already?
Yeah, MisterKarp found the boss key. They're just
MisterKarp is actually committed to clearing this place?
I feel like he has to feel behind.
Okay,
Like-
he just realized he was keylocked by Volvagia.
Alright, here comes the beautiful spinning pot.
There it is. Oh no, missed it. Actually going for Dins here. Like, he lighted the torches with Dins, didn't he? Yeah, because the door's still closed.
Oh.
And it's hovers.
Ooh.
Oh my
goodness.
god.
Oh, that is absolutely something they want to see.
Fenton wanted to see the letter, okay.
So there's two places you can go from here. We're either going Shadow Temple or we're going Child Spirit.
I mean, you could definitely go Child Spirit first to grab the key.
Yeah, I think
But
while you're
after
already
that-
Child.
Yeah, you do the first two checks in Spirit, and then like you can either.
Oh
go
yeah, we're
Shadow
not
or
going to
Spirit.
Shadow. What am I talking about? We don't have Nocturne.
Oh, very true.
Whoops.
So did he check the song in Burning Keg?
Did check that.
Because I'm thinking that he did not.
I don't think so. No.
I mean, we don't see his personal track at the moment, so we don't know anything more than you do. But we're going to see it from MisterKarp soon anyway, so I'm not too worried. At least in terms of knowledge, but it could be really, really bad for Kevin here. Oh yeah, a bet for the mirror sheet would actually make a lot of sense. I would be up for that.
Well, Kevin just throwing bombs at everything.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
No, I'm in the same boat. I woke up at 6:30 in the morning, so I'm a little.
Well,
I'm a little bit sleepy.
I woke up an hour before the stream, like in the late after, like in the afternoon, in my time,
All right.
which is kind of stupid.
A bet is now open for where you think the mirror shield is. Go ahead and put in your bottom of the well storms checks in now. Remember, gotta be specific, and there's plenty to choose from.
Oh, Boomerang Chest is also a good one, or the Baronade. I like that. So is MisterKarp continuing into fire? Because like he committed earlier after finding the boss key, so he might just go back in. Like,
I don't think you want to go back in at this point.
I mean, you already wanted to clear that place anyway, right? Or what did you just want to do at least a few more checks? No, he's not going back. Like, there's a few things that you can still do while you're outside.
Yeah, I think there's a couple checks that he wants to clear up in the crater still. But honestly, I think you really want to know where your Nocturne is.
Yeah. Like, getting that song is, like, probably the most important thing right now. That's a prelude.
Kevin looking like he's gonna head to Adult Spirit now.
At least going adult, but, like, he really needs to see what Burning Keg has. But, like, how do you route it in? You have to walk there.
I mean, if you're gonna walk to Kakariko, now's the best time to do it.
Yeah, I mean, you're here already, so just go. Like, I think there isn't any faster way if you don't have Nocturne.
Yep, and it's looking like that's exactly what Kevin's gonna do.
Too bad, Doc Heaves. Water Temple is in fact barren. I'm sorry. Three ice cavern bats. So was it 3 individual checks in ice? Or was it just 3 ice cavern period? Like, we would need a tiebreaker for that.
I will be back in just a quick moment.
Alright. Yeah, it looks like Kevin is actually walking to Kag here. Like, he really needs to find out if he needs to do ice or not. But like, he can't do it without letter, though. So, we're going to find out in a second. It is Nocturne. Okay, so this seed might actually be way more straightforward than we hope it is. Really cool. So with this, you can actually clear Shadow and Spirit. I would actually prefer doing Shadow over Spirit right now, because like because Shadow is linear and you like cannot really effectively go mode it. But if you find like if you go Shadow and find Mirror Sheet and Spirit, you can go mode Spirit and then you're done.
Yeah, the play here is definitely doing Shadow.
I mean, I can see people go into Spirit at this point. I mean, that's actually fair, but Shadow's just the better play.
I feel like if you would go Spirit if you hadn't gone Spirit yet, but because Kevin had dipped Spirit, you know, you're probably not going to see Spirit play.
Yeah.
You just do Shadow because you know that you really need to have that Mirror Shield before you do anything, at least like some proper progression there.
Very true. Also, it looks like this is a really good time for MisterKarp to go to Kag to pick up the song, and it looks like this is what he does. So he might actually be... Well, he doesn't have the knowledge of Child Spirit yet, right?
Right, yeah.
Yeah, so like he's still behind by
Yeah.
a bit.
Plus, needing to pick up the hovers, so...
Oh yeah, true. He doesn't have the
So
hovers yet.
unless we find Mirror Shield in like the first 2 checks and MisterKarp big brains that, you know,
Yeah.
I think that would be the one thing that would really save MisterKarp right now. But if the seed just ends up being linear and we find Mirror Shield here in Shadow, like it's over.
Yeah.
Or I would assume it's over, because the further away the MisterKarp goes from the from those hover boots.
Yeah, the most important thing here probably being that Kevin is just doing things that both of them need to do, but only Kevin can do. So, like, the farther he goes into Shadow before Karp finds the hovers, the longer the gap between the two is becoming. So this is really dangerous for Karp here.
Yeah, plus Kevin's execution has been really, really good. Just super quick on the draw on things, just immediately going to the correct decisions. Like, if this is a win for Kevin, which we're assuming that it potentially could be.
Yeah, it's pretty likely, yeah.
I mean, this is like a really, really solid win. So
yeah.
it's gonna be if it is a win for Kevin, it's like one of the most well-deserved wins I could see to make this go to a match number 2.
Yeah.
So I just got back. I'm guessing, I'm gonna take a wild guess here and say that Nocturne was either on Ravage or Kevin just did ice really, really fast.
It was ice. Yeah, it was like
Rush ice.
Yeah. Discovered a new sliding ice strat.
I gotta learn these ice strats.
Fun fact: it was actually Nocturne. I just want to clarify.
Okay.
Yeah, just to make sure.
Just to make sure anyone who just came in.
As much as I like the joke, and as cool it was that you played along, like I would just wanted to clarify because I don't want to have any more confusion than necessary.
MisterKarp living the life of getting the second magic and feeling really bad about it. But you can't really blame any of our runners for wanting to eat the rock, right?
Nope. It's like... excuse me. It's like either do that or go child immediately, or like go return to child Goron City at some point. So you like if you don't want to switch ages too often. But that would also be a good opportunity for MisterKarp to like do child spirit, like just go child, do Goron
Right.
City, and then do child spirit immediately, so we don't need to triple dip that place effectively. Yeah, going for the 2 checks in Shadow, I cannot blame him. But like I think it's not going to help.
So at this point, we're basically just locked by Mirror Shield, right?
I think so, yes. We just need Mirror Shield and that's it. But that thing could still be anywhere. And looking at all the bets that were made, this is, yeah, like the chat is like all over the place in terms of where it could be.
Well, yeah, because we still like until we find that mirror shield, like all dungeons is a thing.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
it could be anywhere. I
It could
mean,
be
there's
Frogs 1.
Beyond Frogs 1, could be on Kokiri Forest, it could be
Deathmont Trail, it could be the well. That's a really big number of checks right there that are locked by that specific song.
I mean, we should really be finding Rudo's letter at some point, because I mean, all locations reachable and stuff. So, depending on
Yeah.
what happens, if ever we find like letter, like we're all going to have a moment of oh god.
yeah. If we find
Yeah.
Letter before Mirror Shield, that's a feeling.
I would actually expect the letter to show up in Shadow here. I don't know, it just seems to make sense.
I mean, and if it does, I mean, doing Jabu isn't the worst thing. Because I mean, we did get Boomerang pretty quick or pretty early. It is, I mean, it's locked by Slingshot, but still, like, doing Jabu isn't the worst thing.
And Kevin proving that he will use as many arrows as it takes to kill a bat. That's some good commitment.
Yeah, good that Kevin is still collecting skulls, but like, oh, he's at 15. So, like, did we see the 30 hint yet?
I don't believe we've seen the 30 hint yet.
Oh
No,
no.
we haven't
Like,
seen
it could also be Mirror Sheet on 30 or Letter on 30. Like, there's nothing in Shadow or Spirit, it's just Letter on 30.
Yeah, it could be.
Iron Boots were in Way of the Hero Forest Temple alongside Strength 2. But seeing that Strength 3 was Strength locked, it is very likely that Forest Way of the Hero is just for the Strength.
Yeah, it's just a
But
it's just a matter of if we need to do all dungeons or not.
Yeah, Iron Boots just nudge you a little bit into, hey, it might be AD.
Yeah, just enough to make any race go,
Yeah.
make it
Just-
go crazy.
Just enough for it to be present in your mind, basically.
Yeah, instead
Yeah.
of, oh, I could finish this in 1 more hour. It's like, oh, I could finish this in 2 hours.
Yeah, Hammer was in the GTG strength block room check. Is Kevin's stream alive? It looks okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah, on
been
my end it was
stuttering.
fine.
Yeah. It's so easy to mess up these backflips.
Very true. But like I had so many problems like when I first started with the strat, but like as I tried this more and more, I didn't notice it myself. Like I knew there was something off, like with the timing and stuff. But then I found out that it's actually more of a positioning thing rather than a timing thing.
Right.
Like the positioning is from where you do these backflips is much more important than the timing.
Yeah, because you can't just backflip anywhere under those. If you're not in a thinner portion of it, you'll just void out anyways.
Yeah, you have to be basically at the edge to make this work. Yeah, Karp is going for a walk here. This looks like a Lost Woods into Goron City play. Or does it? Collecting a skull along the way, I can agree with that.
Yeah, Karp has been a lot better about collecting skulls than Kevin. I think if Karp is looking to
Yeah,
to
25.
really,
He's like 10 skulls ahead of like if something if something ends up on 30, like Mirror Sheet on 30.
I mean, really, if anything ends up on 20, even like it's gonna be pretty big for Karp.
Yeah. I mean, completing Shadow will probably put Kevin somewhere like 19 skulls, 18 skulls. Not
Right.
100% sure. Oh, that's a stick upgrade, by the way. All the upgrades. That's actually his second stick upgrade.
Yeah, I
Cup-
mean, I guess if our runners do have to do Jabu, they're gonna be feeling pretty good about it.
30 is dead, really?
30 is
Where
dead.
where was the hint?
Karp must have checked 20 while I was gone.
Oh yeah, he did. I forgot that. I didn't pay any attention. It was Outside Spirit. Really? That was reasonably early though. How did we miss that? I'm pretty sure Outside Spirit was a duplicate way of the hero hint. Oh, you mean the one near Bakeron? Yeah, I'm pretty sure the one in
Yeah, I think that
Colossus was not the 30 hint.
well, regardless, 30's dead. So
Yeah, that's good. 30 is dead and 20 was checks of skulls are off the table. It also explains why MisterKarp doesn't like still collecting skulls because he just doesn't know.
yeah.
And I think we've seen Skull Mask dead as well, but I'm not sure, so I would like to rely on chat for that to verify. Okay. Oh, that was like one of the first hints.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I was really like my attention was all over the place, so like I actually missed both of the runners pick up the hints and deck.
No, it's not that we missed the hints or anything. We're just trying to build suspense.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, exactly.
I was just joking.
That's how we get the chat more engaged, is by being wrong about everything we talk about, and then you have to come in and correct us.
Don't tell them. It must feel naturally.
Ah, I ruined it. Ah, I ruined the immersion.
No. Don't tell them.
Okay, well, Kevin getting ready to take a boat ride. And can you hook to that ladder? I thought that was one of the
Yes.
ones that just clanked off of. Oh yeah.
No. You can hookshot to a lot of letters. I don't know. Like on top of my head, I don't know any that you cannot hookshot to. But like my head is on the race right now, so I like.
Yeah. Oh no, Kevin!
Did the stream die again? I mean, that's the boat, right? If he comes back before the boat reaches the end, that's.
I mean, if as long as the boat ride is, he could reconnect and still be on the boat. So
Yeah, let's just hope we don't miss too much.
I mean, luckily we basically know where this is going. He's gonna check the invisible maze. He's gonna find a small key, and maybe that's where we find our mirror shield / letter. But it's more likely that we're just gonna find a small key, and he's gonna move on to Bongo, which hopefully we don't miss, because I like watching that boss fight.
I certainly don't like doing it.
Oh,
Like,
I love doing Bongo.
I cannot one cycle this thing. Like I can do it like 20% of the time.
Yeah, I don't one cycle it often, but I also use spin strats. So when I do one cycle it, I get to feel really cool.
Yeah, I just can't do, like, I can't do spin strats and I can't do crouch steps either. Like, the rhythm is really foreign to me for some reason.
Yeah, well, Bongo is tough because to keep him in that stun lock, it's pretty close to frame perfect. It's you have a pretty small window.
Very true. Yeah, Karp using Din's to his advantage here to kill the skull and light the torches at the same time. Like, Din's has a much bigger range than you would expect.
Okay, so it's looking like Carp's going adult. Just a matter of where they're gonna go.
Wait, didn't he get the item before? I'm confused now. I think it's like a 26 or 27. Yeah, back to Shadow for MisterKarp.
Okay, makes a lot of
But
sense.
yeah, but it seems like Kevin might just be done at this point. Or like pretty soon to finishing up Shadow.
Yeah, I would say that Kevin right now is currently ahead by like 2/3 of a Shadow Temple, maybe.
I would say a little bit more.
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably fair.
The long shot wasn't wasted, it was hinted since the beginning.
Yeah.
That looks like Kevin is back.
Hey, Kevin. We all missed you.
It doesn't look like. Well,
Yeah,
I can't tell if you count the
yeah.
shade or not.
I can't tell if Kevin got any items, but
It's
you
really
know,
hard to see during menuing too, because he would need to flip the. No, probably not. Like, I think you can see it at the edge of the screen if he goes menuing.
Okay, and Kevin's going into Bongo.
But like, given that they both have bigger on sword, that boss shouldn't be too hard.
Oh yeah, this shouldn't be too difficult for any of them.
I'm really curious because, like, I saw this yesterday too, that Kevin actually uses the bow to stun the hands, because obviously that you guys have much more accuracy with those. But then he pulls out the hookshot to hit the eye. Maybe
Yeah,
it's
that's
because it's
interesting.
safer to do.
I
Like,
mean,
I
I
don't
guess-
really know why.
I guess it uses less ammo, which could matter.
One or two arrows are not like something you should worry about.
I mean, true, but I mean, if you have the opportunity to save and it doesn't cost you anything, it's like.
Oh,
why
Kevin
not?
never went to River, right? So Kevin never got the big iron sword. I
Oh,
didn't.
Yeah, that's right.
I didn't think of that. Like, the issue is I'm trained to hit the eye with the bow. So like, I shoot the bow and then immediately go back out of, like, cancel out of the bow after shooting the arrow. But if you do that with the hook shot, like, the hitbox disappears. So you're actually you actually pull back the hook shot before it hits, and then you just get knocked over.
You people and your bows. You're shooting an eyeball with projectiles. You just gotta spin. You just gotta spin and
yeah,
you
you
hope
can-
it dies.
Spin, true. So, pretty clean bongo fight here. Just a nice 2-cycle.
Yeah, and it's looking like we're gonna see Spirit out of Kevin. Makes sense. It's where you want to be.
Yeah, that makes a
Kevin's
lot of sense.
Kevin's probably hoping they're gonna be able to find mirror shields somewhere in Spirit. And as check dense as Spirit Temple is, I mean, I feel like that's a pretty good chance.
And Holy Sparks, thank you for your 6 months of Tier 1 subscription. Very appreciated. Like, speaking of Mirror Sheet in Spirit, like, the amount of times that Mirror Sheet actually shows up in this place is ridiculous. I don't know why.
Well, it knows where its home is, you know?
Yeah.
It's just more comfortable here. Also worth noting, potentially, long shot could be required for Spirit Temple key logic.
Oh, yeah, very true.
Logically.
Logically.
Not that people end up using all 5
But,
keys
like, we
quite
have-
often, but oh yeah, there was a key hinted on the right hand. So yeah, technically, Spirit Temple key logic is the worst.
So yeah, MisterKarp's now 28 skulls. Like we know 30's hinted dead, but he didn't get the hint, it seems. So he's still collecting.
Yeah,
And
that's really
I
unfortunate.
think Kevin just like stopped at 20.
Yeah, and it's one of those things where, I mean, they're not big time losses, but they do add up. So it definitely doesn't feel. It's not going to feel good for Carp to have gotten all 30 skulls and check it out, only to see that it's trash garbage.
Bestest river baron hinted waterfall. Yeah, it still depends on where you come from. If you come from the main or like the bottom of the lake, the river.
You know, the more checks we get in Spirit, the less mirror shield we're seeing.
Very true.
I don't
think
know.
if Mirror Sheet is here, Kevin has those.
Yeah, if Mirror Shield is here, Kevin, it'd be pretty tough for Kevin to lose that, I think. But Rando is Rando, and Rando doesn't like to make your seeds fast or easy, so...
Very true. Also, we missed the 2-hour mark. I mean, it was kind of eventful, to be honest.
Yeah, there's been a lot going on. So happy 2 hour and 18-minute mark.
89% bullshit seems a little bit too high, at least at the moment.
Yeah, wait for AD, then we can drop the 89%.
Yeah, the Ocarina of Time hint is still terrifying. I mean, for the mirror to be in well, there's a very, very high chance, right? Just because how check dense that area is.
Yeah, I mean, there's a good chance of it being the case. There's no getting around it, really.
Yeah, you don't have to, for clarity, you just have to find it fast. As dumb as that sounds. Like, you can bail once you find it, but you need to find it.
I mean, it's almost insulting, though, right? If you go through all the trouble of getting AD for Song of Storms, and then the very first check is... Oh, no.
Oh, letter time!
Oh,
Letter.
no.
Oh, no. That's not something you want to see, right? Right? I mean, it makes, in turn, like, it still puts AD back, like...
Well,
like
it puts so much pressure on you, because now, instead of having one path to follow, you could go Jabu, or you could go Ice. And it's like, either of those could be good plays. They could have what we're looking for.
It looks like Kevin is losing quite some time here. If he had the long shot, like, MisterKarp can save some time on Kevin here. Because this room with hookshot is just painful.
Yeah, this room can be a little bit rough.
Yeah, irons are still in a wealth location.
Bottom of the fountain. It could be bottom of the fountain. I'm half expecting it, honestly. Ugh.
Yeah, I think I said it when they found irons that, like, that's not something you want to see. specifically in a way of the hero location.
It looks like they missed boss key, yeah? Oh, it doesn't matter if they did or not, honestly.
Which boss key did they miss?
The Spirit Temple.
No, that was on adult side, pretty early. Like there was
Oh, yeah.
the item on the left and on the right side there was the boss key. So they got that covered. They just need the mirror shield to clear it out, or like to beat the boss rather. Yeah, Kevin is going to grab the long shot here.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you're Kevin right now, how much are you considering AD? Like how likely do you think it is?
That letter was a slap in the face. Seriously.
Right.
So like, it's a really hard. It's a risk though. Like, what else do we have left?
We have ice.
Yeah, but like ice feels so wrong.
I mean, it's really not bad. I mean, if you get 3 fountain checks, you get 4 ice checks, and then the song doesn't really matter. But I mean, it's slow, but the
couldn't it be like was Sungrave hinted? No, it wasn't.
I don't believe it was. No.
So like you could still have to go to ice, get Sun Song, and go to graveyard. But that's like super unlikely.
Oh,
like,
I hope that's the case. Can I change my bet?
The bottom of the well is statistically the play where it's most likely to show up.
Yeah.
So I would. It's hard to call. Like it's. Oh my god.
So question now
really
is, yeah. So we're definitely going Zora's Domain. We're gonna turn in the letters with Kevin. The question is, does Kevin do Jabu, or does Kevin bail out and do ice?
I think I would actually do Jabu. We don't have Faraz Wind. So while I'm up there, I don't want to go there again, because I would just lose time. Like if it is AD, you have to come back anyway. Like that's just way too everything just points like. Let's say there's too many things pointing to AD at this point, and it's statistically the best play. So yeah. I would do Jabu while I'm up there.
Oh, I absolutely
there's no
agree.
way I'm coming back. There's no fucking way I come back for that.
Yeah, because if you do Jabu, then you don't do ice at all. You just basically go to water and then go straight to well.
But like 100%, I would turn in the letter as soon as possible, just because like.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You don't want to walk around as a dot and then go try it after that and then turn in the letter. Like you want all the options available to you as soon as possible.
See, this could all be a moot point. We could just find our mirror shield here in this fountain.
It's another bomb bag. Well, nice to have, but it doesn't help us at all. It doesn't tell us anything. The only thing we need, I think we already have the majority of the items that unlock anything anyway. So the only thing that we are left to find is the mirror shield.
Oof. All right. Well, we have Karp going to town on Bongo. That didn't take long.
Yeah, the bigger sword just makes this so much faster. Not really easier, because Like if you can stun him once, you can also stun him twice. It doesn't make it really easier, but it makes it just faster. Oh, rolling into the grotto by accident.
Oh, that never feels good.
Whoa, no, he's grabbing a fish. That was actually intentional.
Oh
Wow.
no! Oh, it was secretly brilliant the whole time.
Everyone's going for those sick bottle strats today. Like the fairy and fire, that was amazing, and now this. The big
Kevin's
brain-
on a totally different level than me.
That's me. Okay, so this looks like a Jabu play.
Kevin's gonna see his Vigoron sword, and
He's not even going to. He's going for the hint, though.
I mean, you gotta check River though, because he hasn't seen it, so he has
Do
to.
you really want to check River? Like, if you commit to AD, you can still do River later on. He actually wants to grab the sword.
I mean, I don't blame him.
Yeah, I would.
That being said, really dangerous to have a big sword flying at your face like that. I don't.
Yeah, yeah. Going back to. Oh, there's a new meme that popped up. Chickens or random guesses or dungeons. Yeah, that's a hard call to make. Tough call to make. No, don't go left. Never go left.
You know, I'm kind of hoping that we find it in the treasure chest minigame. That'd just be nice, right? You go all dungeons, you check well, and then it's just way of the hero lens for chest minigame.
I mean, wait, didn't we see the lens?
Karp has the lens.
Yeah, we have the lens. It was in Lake, and Lake wasn't hinted. So, no one.
Well,
no one.
not hinted way of the hero, I guess. Just
Yeah,
you know,
like it
spirit.
could still be. Yeah. So do you go? Like, none of these players has actually checked chest minigame. So what if it's just sitting there and everyone is just committing to AD? That would be like that. That would actually be a huge turnaround for MisterKarp here. Like if he decides to like he goes child, wanting to do AD and then finds Mirror Shield on chest minigame, and I see Kevin just go for it here. Like go for the full AD cycle.
I think if
Do
both of our
everything.
runners go AD and it's on treasure chest minigame, this will be the greatest seed ever played. Just ever, really.
MisterKarp just needs to check it before he goes, like before he fully commits, and then it's his game probably.
Yeah, absolutely. Kalmask is
There's the
arrows.
Skullmask hint. Still grabbing skulls?
Yeah.
Or wasn't he at 20? I'm not sure. Okay,
Oh,
that's
he's at
19.
Yeah.
Going for the fairy fountain? We have not seen that yet. Like, before you commit to AD, you actually want to do this.
Yeah, you know, it's pretty close. You might as well. And it could save you a lot of time. Just more bomb.
It's not.
All right, well, we get to see the insides of a big fish.
Yeah, I have not seen Kevin pick up a skull in a while, so I wasn't sure how many he has. But, like, I was assuming he was a 20 already.
Yeah, I can imagine by the end of Jabu, Kevin's going to be at 20.
Yeah, I mean, he just has to grab one more.
Yeah, it shouldn't be too difficult for him. Actually, did we see all of Spirit Temple from Kevin? Did we see all of Childside?
I'm not sure.
Because I don't
I'm
think
really
we
not
saw.
sure.
I don't think we saw Sunblock. Did we?
I'm really not sure. I mean, maybe you can, like, figure out that it's a key as well. Or, like, you don't want to go there unless it's, like... I'm not really sure. But, like, Vanilla Mirror Shield... Oh boy, MisterKarp is going... Like, I imagine MisterKarp, like, just for clearing that thing to the best of his abilities right now.
Right.
Also, using the long shot to the full advantage here in Spirit, which Kevin couldn't do because he got long shot after Spirit.
Yeah, MisterKarp with a bunch of smaller time saves that Kevin wasn't able to get between the long shot and Begoron sword.
Yeah, MisterKarp has been taking advantage of that big Goron sword for a long time now. Like he picked up that sword on River really, really early. Oh my god, Vanilla Mirror Sheet would actually turn this game around.
Oh, in an instant. Really, at this point, whoever gets Mirror Shield first, no matter where it is going to be in the lead. Like,
True. Like MisterKarp's almost done with Spirit anyway.
and he's bailing. Immediate.
No, he's not. He's not. He's not. He's
Trying
not
to make
leaving
up
it
his
behind.
mind.
Don't tell me.
And there he goes.
That-
He's going water. He's
This
going
looks like
full
a-
AD. Yeah.
Oh no. Why is no one checking the rest of Spirit?
Oh,
wait,
wow.
wait a second. No, wait a second. Left hand was hinted. Left hand is the mirror sheet chest.
Oh, left hand was also hinted?
No, it was only left hand. It was not right hand. Or what was right hand hinted? But left hand was hinted. I forgot. I completely forgot that. Yeah, left hand is dead. But did they do right hand though? Like all of the right stuff? Right wasn't hinted. Have we seen like the child part of that?
We haven't seen a sunblock room chest, and I don't think we've seen right hand. So
Okay, right hand was also hinted. So both wasteland hands were hinted.
yeah, I thought right was hinted.
Okay.
I thought right was a small key.
I was pretty sure left was hinted. Like then both of them were hinted, and then that actually makes like that completes all of our hints.
Wow, Mr. Karp
Wow,
with the
that-
boss
that's
key.
Super early boss key. That's amazing.
Yeah, that's what you want to see when you're rushing foolish stone water.
I mean, that's what you want to see in water all the time, isn't it?
Yeah, true.
I mean, I can imagine Kevin doing the same thing in water. So I would actually still put Kevin a little bit ahead here in terms of going all the way to Jabu, handing in the letter, going in, and like he's like a boomerang chest now.
Yeah.
So like he has like half of Jabu done, maybe.
Yeah, he
So
has
it's
about half.
Lens game is still open.
Well, no boomerang chest for whoever bet that. All right, and it looks like Mr. Karp is going to end up getting a pretty clean Morpha.
Very true.
Yeah, that was really good by Mr.
Doing
Karp.
water first is actually really smart because you save one adult child transition. Because you don't need to go child after doing water to get the song.
Yeah.
But like you have to go to bottom of the well anyway, so you have to turn child anyway. So like I don't think that matters too much now, thinking about it.
So here's a fun thought. Both of our runners at this point look like they're committing to AD.
Yeah.
If AD ends up not being the case, how do you think both of them end up feeling at the moment they full clear well and there's something in the...
I mean, they might. Do you feel really behind? Because if it's not AD, you either assume your opponent would have already finished, or like he's already done the same thing. So do you really feel behind? Like if the game is not over after, like if your opponent did not finish after you committing to AD and full clearing it,
Right.
like do you really feel behind then? Because it's really likely that your opponent did the same.
I mean, logically, you can probably reason out, your opponent probably did the same thing you did, but emotionally, I'd be waiting for the dot
Yeah.
villain just constantly.
Very true.
And it looks like we're gonna see. What do we have on Shooting the Sun?
It's a blue rupee, it seems. Nothing that really helps us.
Well, it looks like we're more than likely gonna see a Jabu play from MisterKarp. And we're gonna see a water play from Heaven, probably. So it looks like they're just about to switch places on us. Now, one place that MisterKarp could actually gain some time is in Water Temple, because I know it's not uncommon for people to immediately lower the water level and just skip that middle floor check.
Yeah, like
at
you
first.
wrote it in. You wrote in the compass chest with basically the central bow target chest. That's what people like to
Yeah.
do. But I always go for compass chest first.
Yeah, normally I like to skip compass chest at first because I'd rather go through that passageway when it's dry, because then I
Yeah.
don't have to deal with all the little fish attacking me.
Yeah, the stingrays. I don't really care about the stingrays. Like, I mean, there's strats that where you can like push the central bow target block with iron boots, so you don't need to shoot the target twice to go through.
Right.
So you can like do that and then do it like do compass chest with the iron boots as well, because you're already really close, and then like you're routing half of it in of the other check in with it anyway. And Kevin is going to take the box, like put the box on the switch, not going for a box skip. Which is like it's not everyone's cup of tea
So
because it's really precise.
how do you think Kevin is going to go for the door switch?
Actually, I'm seeing it already. So
Oh, yep, looks like it's the boomerang strat.
yeah, and got it first try.
I
But
think
it seems like it seems like he's dropping some frames here.
Yeah, just a bit. Hopefully his internet clears up a little bit so we can watch him show off on Baronade. All right, let's see how this goes.
Perfect. Very clean.
Oh yeah, this is great so far.
Like the second throw is probably the hardest one, because if you fail it, like if you're just a tad too late, like you have to either free aim or you have to wait until this like he stops spinning in that one direction.
Right, right.
Yeah, that's Baronade down.
Yeah, that
Watch
was a
Mirror
very
just
clean
be here.
Baronade from Kevin.
Watch Mirror just be here and that's over. Oh no, it's not.
Yeah, looking like just a purple ruby. See, it always feels bad not picking up the treasure in Baronade, because then you have that weird moment where you have to slowly turn on the warp pad to like face Rudo. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like Link upon entering the blue warp, Link takes quite some time to actually turn around to face Ruto. So, but like if you wait a little bit and like go in at the right angle, you can skip that.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
really
sure there's
dumb,
a way
though,
to. Yeah, it's
to
a
minimize
really
it at least.
yeah, it's really silly, but I mean, technically you can save some time on it.
Or lose it, depending on the situation. MisterKarp following Kevin into Deku Tree. We have done Deku Tree ages ago. Into Jabu here. So both of them effectively swapping places here.
Yeah, we're getting really close, honestly. A lot of this is gonna bank on where Kevin decides to go in Water Temple,
Yeah.
but it feels like Karp has definitely closed the distance a bit here.
Yeah, just a little bit.
I'm also going to hop in real quick to say thank you to everyone who has watched through most of this. Just be aware that directly after this restream, and I mean like directly after, is going to be the Group A match. It's actually potentially, depending on how badly the AD is on this, it will potentially be starting as we're like in defeating Ganon in interviews. And then as soon as we're done, it'll be going straight live to that match in progress. So when we do head off, don't just immediately go away from us. We'll have more Scrubs tournament grand finals action with Group A, which is Tiras versus Hell Knight. We'll get to see if Hell Knight can make it through the losers can make it through and bring it to a rubber match, or if Tiras will take that group. So yeah, definitely stick around after this is all done. We will not be finished. Making sure I plug this now before we hit the final.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Like just having a little bit of heads up before.
Yeah, that's going to be a really exciting match. Like both of those runners are fantastic.
As well as we are, if I can do some quick math in my head, 16 followers away from the 1,000 follower mark. So if you like what we do, please give us a follow. If you really like what we do, give us a sub. We definitely appreciate it. This is the grand finals series of matches here for the Scrub tournament.
Yeah, I would actually love to see us reaching the 1,000 followers, like today, because of the start of the grand finals today, the doubleheader, and like everyone is putting so much effort into this. So this would be a really, really good reward for us for everything we do. And I think this is a good point to also shout out some people involved with this restream. Is this the right command? It is. We have 2 trackers. Without them, this wouldn't be possible because they're doing doing the work behind the scenes. Kariokami and Diggers, leave them a follow. Also, I think this is another one. Make sure to follow my lovely co-commentator Lex, who's doing an amazing job, and I'm having a lot of fun here in the commentator booth. And I think, isn't there another command usually? I mean, we can shout out our restreamer Doodlebit.
Just exclamation point every letter of the alphabet. You'll get it eventually.
Let's try. Is that a command? Oh, that's the runners, of course. I forgot that. Please consider following our runners, MisterKarp and Kevin818. There's no restreamer command, yeah. And I think our race mod for today is Xenu. Like, there's actually, like, we commentators, like, it's pretty obvious what we do. But, like, most of this stuff is actually happening behind the scenes. And there's a lot of work going into these streams. So definitely consider giving us a follow to reach that 1,000 benchmark. That would be really cool.
Yeah, and if you ever thought about wanting to introduce your friends to OOTR, I mean, these are going to be some of the most exciting, closest matches we have in this entire tournament. So it's a good time to try to get people interested.
And definitely, if you want to stay in touch, if you like what we do, if you want to become a part of this community, and maybe want to volunteer or race for yourselves, check out the Scrub Central Discord. And also, for like, if you want to get started with OTR, and like, there's also a tournament pretty soon going on the main OTR Discord. There's people who help you set up, and like everyone in this community is, like, in both the Scrubs and the main Discord, are very lovely and supportive. So definitely, those are definitely 2 addresses that you could turn to if you want more of this.
All right. We have MisterKarp working on Baronade while Kevin is picking up Song of Storm. MisterKarp pulling out the sword.
Yeah, it seems. Oh yeah, the issue with going so close, like if you miss the first nut. Okay, got
Yeah.
the second. I got the. If you miss the first throw, the jellyfish are really like far apart from each other. So what you actually want, like what you actually can do is just slash Baronade, which is like a little more convenient with the Kiri sword because you have like infinitive slashes.
Yeah, it makes sense.
And then you can one by one kill off the jellyfish. But if you like, if you kill the last one that way, you're so close to Baronet that you're actually going to get hit, and then you cannot stand up in time to get the second throw in time. That's what just happened to MisterKarp. But he still managed to do it very clean. Like he recovered really well from that.
Yeah, I think it was a little rocky at first, but he pulled it off really well.
Yeah, and I have to agree with Chad here. It seems like MisterKarp has closed the gap pretty well.
Yeah,
I mean, we were talking. He was like 75% of Shadow Temple behind at some point.
Yeah, and now I think he's what 2 or 3 minutes behind at most.
Yeah, like it all. Like I think it all comes down to well now.
Yeah, either Kevin finds something in well, in which case the order they clear well is going to matter a little bit. I imagine they both have the same well routing, but it could be different.
Wait. Oh, Karp is turning in the skulls here, which. I mean, he could have turned this in before AD, so he would probably, like, if that was the mirror sheet, he would have been pissed. Seriously.
Mirror shield on 20, whoops.
But like, I think also by that time, MisterKarp would have already finished, if it was 20, because he checked 20 way earlier. Like, he would be done.
Oh, yeah.
I think both of them did chickens, didn't they?
I don't...
Or did Kevin do chickens? Like, I know... I think
Kevin... I'm pretty sure... I don't remember. I know we saw at least one chickens. I thought we saw it from Kevin. But... maybe Karp also did them?
Yeah, Kevin did them, right? Kevin did them super early.
Yeah, I know Kevin did them because we were wondering if he was feeling behind at the time.
Yeah, sometimes it's... Yeah, Kevin did them 100%. Like, sometimes it's really, really hard to tell who did which, like, specific check. Because like there's a lot to pay attention to in these races.
Well, I've got my eyes glued to this well right now.
Yeah. Chess minigame?
I want...
There is no chess minigame. There's a chess minigame, but a chess minigame?
Why doesn't Zelda have chess, Nintendo?
I mean, there's a checkerboard room in Forest, isn't it?
It's like a chessboard kind of room, I guess.
There's
like it's a checkerboard.
There's the knight pieces in what is it? Link's Awakening, I think.
Yeah.
Or
yeah.
Yeah, there's like the chess knight pieces that you have to get face up. That's all.
Yeah.
That's all random.
Well, we're in the well, and so far no mirror shields.
That's not it. Okay, both of them well now, but like I can't see them taking like massively different routes here.
Yeah, I imagine it's gonna be pretty similar.
So I would still like, unless MisterKarp goes for some crazy routing here. Okay, that's the third key. So Dead Hand. My bet is still alive. I bet Dead Hand, pretty sure. We still...
Oh. Still
Nothing.
no mirror shield.
Oh my God. This is so dumb.
Oh, this is amazing.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Actually, I mean, if both of them take the same route, Kevin is still ahead.
yeah.
But it's getting closer and closer.
It really is. MisterKarp's just shaving away the inches, you know?
Yep. People calling deep fire. I mean, that's a possibility, isn't it?
It could be deep fire, and that would be amazing.
It could still be ice. Like, after this, it's definitely between fire and ice, right?
Yeah, I would definitely go ice before going fire again.
MisterKarp losing some frames in picking up the smoky. Was that Furor's Wind? Did I just see Furor's Wind pop up?
I couldn't tell what it was.
Or am I... That was Furor's Wind. Yeah, that's useless right now.
Yeah, well isn't Baron. We got Ferrari's Wind.
Well, it's not Baron, but it's not helpful either. Oh my god. So
Yeah,
it comes down to a few more checks here.
Yeah, Kevin had a pretty clean dead hand too. That's worth pointing out.
Yep. Like, that's a very hard one to do quickly because of those hands, and like the position of dead hand showing up as RNG and stuff.
Oh, MisterKarp is skipping dead hand.
I actually don't disagree.
Yeah, I like it. Especially in the situation where we know there's nothing down there. Well, except for Ferrari's Wind, but...
Yeah, I mean, you can still do that last. But the other checks are just so much quicker to grab.
Yeah.
And it feels like if you're this far into the seed, you've committed to AD, you're thinking your opponent is like on your heals right now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's looking more and more like oh.
Yeah, MisterKarp is now right behind Kevin. But the only way he like can keep the time he saved is if he's like bailing and not like ignoring the room with dead hand in it.
Yeah, he needs to find Mirror Shield at the bottom of the well, or else he's gonna just end up doing dead hand, lose all that time he saved.
I mean, chest minigame, to be fair, is a check that you can easily forget.
Okay, well is empty.
Oh no.
Oh.
Okay, MisterKarp is safe warping, so I think he's going for dead hand now.
Yeah, Kevin looks like they are gonna head to the forest and get the Kokiri Grotto.
Yeah, and then DMT, and then probably River.
Yeah.
So, if MisterKarp does the check that Kevin does last, he does first, and that's the Mirror Shield. That's still really, really close. But like going into dead hand right now.
The problem with that though is that I feel like what Kevin's doing is the fastest way to check all those grottos.
Yeah.
So I don't know if there's a better route that MisterKarp could take to save time there.
Yeah, keep in mind that Kevin is playing on Virtual Console, so playing Minuet is faster than safe warping here.
Ah, that is true.
Also,
Okay.
why is Kevin still checking hints?
I think it's just...
Well, that's a bow!
Wow! Sure is a bow.
Yeah. Why though, game?
Why bow? Oh.
MisterKarp actually going for spin attack strats here. Unfortunately,
I've never seen that.
Like, you can, like, as an adult, it's really fast. And as a child, if you have Kokiri Sword, you can actually do that if you don't want to deal with jump attacks here. Like, the jump attacks are really precise, but, like, the charged spin attack strats are basically free if you don't run into the hands. Like, if Dead Hand doesn't run into the hands.
Karp getting a little bit unlucky with RNG. Dead Hand was not spawning in fun places for him.
Yeah, so what are the options? Let's quickly go over the options that we still have. We have, after DMT Grotto, we have Frog's One, and then we have the entirety of Ice Cavern and Adult Fountain, and Chest Minigame, and Deep Fire. That's fire arrows. Well, that's kind of pointless.
Wow, we got fire arrows? Oh, so
Yeah.
exciting.
They don't do too much though.
Yeah,
Like,
not any
so-
real
so-
point to them.
The real fun part is though we are down to one check that was locked by AD. So AD might have just been pointless, completely pointless, and both of them did it. This is
Yeah,
insane.
this is a case of like, oops, all dungeons. I wish I could be in the room with Kevin when he checks the river check,
Yeah.
because it's either going to be the happiest moment or just the most despair-inducing moment of his life. Because either we're going to find Mirror Shield or...
Oh wait, Kevin never did river, right? Like there's
Uh,
2 checks in river that Kevin's journey that
Yeah,
hasn't
yeah.
done. So
Yeah,
he
Kevin-
might actually do those right now.
Yeah, and that'll
So
be a
that
nice
gives-
little time save for Karp.
This is the last check. So was AD pointers or not? Let's find out. Oh, it looks like MisterKarp is going for the river as well.
Oh,
Like- They are neck and neck now. If this is the mirror sheet, dude, and Kevin has some trouble here.
yeah, Kevin, not
Oh my
swimming
God.
too well. Okay, what are we gonna see?
If this is the mirror sheet, it's going to be so close. If it's not, Kevin might just clear the rest of river.
Yeah, I imagine he will.
It's not the mirror sheet! Oh my god!
Oh my gosh, there's no mirror shield in the river!
AD was fucking pointless!
Oops!
Oh, no.
no!
I mean, it was statistically the better play.
Oh wow.
But it's either ice or fire.
So,
Or like off check.
while Kevin does all of these river checks, Karp's just gonna make up time.
Very true. The more time Kevin spends in river, the more the more MisterKarp can do. But like, he has to make a call right now. He has to go. Like, I think he might be checking 30 skulls here because he didn't get the hint.
Yeah, I think that might
That's
be
going
it.
to cost him some time. But after that, he like has to make a call, and it has to be the right one.
Yeah, MisterKarp still needs to check the DMT Trail grotto, doesn't he?
True, he didn't do that yet.
So they might go from 30 into Trail and then kind of make a decision on what they're doing.
True. He's not going for 30. He's just going up the trail. But like, isn't playing Minuet faster?
I would think so. Finally getting that slingshot. Kevin's got to be really happy to see that slingshot. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, it's so close between these two. Oh
Yeah,
my god.
this is incredible. This just comes down purely to decision making at this point.
Oh, and missing the edge. Like, it seems like maybe the nerves are getting to Kevin here. Like, having trouble in like getting on the stump, like on the tree
Yeah.
trunk, and then like missing the jump and stuff. Like it feels like I mean both of them have to be at the on the edge right now, right? There's
Yeah,
no,
I mean-
there's no way you can stay calm through this. This is
I mean,
insane.
in this situation, Kevin has to be thinking of every bad decision he's made during this entire seed. I mean, he has to be thinking he's behind. And he's just trying to figure out where to make time back up.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty tilted.
So Karp's about to find out that there's no mirror shield in the grotto. And where does that put Kevin? Looks like Kevin's doing slingshot.
Yeah, now's the best time.
Yeah, there's no other time to do it, really. Getting
It's
that
not
pretty
the-
ruby.
I mean, it's red and shiny, but it's not the mirror shield.
So where can we go here? We can go deep fire, we can go ice, and we can try to finish off Spirit Temple because
I think I would have gone to the market. Like, I think they probably both forgot about chess minigame. But like, you don't want to go child anymore at this point.
yeah.
Okay, it looks like both of them are not doing it.
Yeah, wow, this is close.
Yeah. Oh, Kevin doesn't have lens because he skipped Adult River, Adult
that
Lake.
yeah, that is
Very
true.
true. But like Mr. Carp not doing it, I like unless he really forgot. He just generally forgot, and like that's you are going to forget things during those seeds, like just those single checks. Like that's completely fair, but like it might just hurt him. Didn't we see Damper digging? Oh no, we
Okay.
didn't. We
Okay,
have seen Big Foe.
we're actually going to see a divergence here. It looks like Kevin's going Ice, and Carp is going to finish off Spirit Temple.
Kevin is going ice from here. That's kind of curious. Maybe he's going for like didn't MisterKarp do big pose? Yeah, this is a big
Actually,
pose play.
okay.
Kevin is going to do big pose. So they are both like right now they're both trading checks that the other one has done already.
Right.
It just
And
comes down to when is anyone going for the right call. It seems
Kev-
like according to Kevin's notes, there's like 2 checks in fire left, like 2 item checks.
yeah. And especially with Carp, there's no way Carp's going back to fire.
Oh, did MisterKarp just crash?
Looks like we have a stream crash.
No.
Well, I mean, if he comes back and we have the mirror shield, I guess we know where that was. So right now, the fact that MisterKarp is already done with Lake and Kevin has yet to do it, that's gonna be that could potentially be pretty big. Because Lake's a pretty easy place to go for checks, and Kevin might be tempted to just go there.
Yeah.
Gonna pick up their purple rupee.
Slashing in anger. Completely relatable because this is so incredibly close.
Okay, so we're gonna see the
MisterKarp's
hand.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah, MisterKarp is going for both the statue hands right now. The
Uh,
Colossus hands.
yeah, I think he's just ignoring them because I think he knows this one's gonna be a small key, and then he's gonna head into the sunblock room, I imagine.
Wow, if Sunblock Room actually has Mirror Shield, and both of them forgot it, oh my god.
That will be. Oh, that.
Oh, did we see boss key chest? Or didn't we have enough small keys?
We did see boss key chest, but we
Okay.
didn't see anything after.
Okay.
So we don't know what's in the I don't know what room you'd call it. The room with the light and the spinny mirrors.
Huh. Oh, you mean the one at the top?
Yeah, the one at the very top of Spirit.
I mean, that's Mirror Shield locked, so...
Oh yeah, I guess I'm gonna see that. Huh?
That's fine. Like, this seat has been long. We have seen ice arrows, I think. What is Kevin doing, though?
Horseback archery.
We have not seen horseback archery.
Oh wait, Garuda Fortress is foolish. So
Yeah, Garuda Fortress is foolish.
Yeah, so no point to doing that.
But didn't he do hammer rocks?
I don't think he did hammer rocks. No.
Oh yeah, because when he was reversing to GTG, and after he was done with GTG, he played Serenade immediately.
MisterKarp not finding what he needed. Neither is Kevin.
There's no point in staying in Spirit Temple any longer.
Yeah,
MisterKarp needs to make a call right now to save this game.
I'm not sure where MisterKarp is going actually. 'Cause MisterKarp already cleared all of this, didn't they?
Oh, they didn't check boss key chest?
Oh no, they didn't. You're right.
Yeah, they didn't.
And luckily with Furore's wind, he's not really losing any time.
Yeah, setting for getting up here and setting for Wind is a good idea.
Yeah, I agree
If you
with
find-
that play.
If you find Feroz Wind in a dungeon, you press the button immediately and go here.
Exactly.
And by the time you're done, because we already have the boss key, so you just need to load. You don't even need to do the last check.
Yeah, right now Kevin looks like he's gonna have the lead Karp looks like he's gonna have the lead because with Kevin checking lake hints or lake checks.
Yeah, that's setting that Feroz Wind up here. Wait, he doesn't have Feroz Wind, right?
No,
Oh, he does. He does.
Yeah, he
It
went to
was
well.
on.
He should have
It
it.
was on Steve. I forgot that he came like for just a brief moment. I forgot that he actually went back to kill that hand. Like setting up that Feroz up here is actually just a little bit of lead that he has on Kevin right now.
Okay, you're gonna have to educate me on OOTR memes a little bit more. Which one is Steve? Is it the invisible one or is it the one that shows up?
Yes, Steve is the one in the back. I don't even know who came up with it. Like, I think someone just named it Steve, and then it was like.
Well, it's important. You gotta name every check. Every check needs its own special name.
Yeah, I think we should like if chess minigame has like I still can't let chess minigame go. So like if chess minigame has something, we need a fancier name for that.
All right, Karp is going ice.
Karp did not do lens game.
Oh,
He had the opportunity to do so, but like he's basically last locationing that at this point.
yeah.
Because
I mean, it's a good last location.
That's the last check you can do as child. And since he's going to clear everything as adult first. But this is an ice play, and this seems statistically the better play over fire.
Yeah, I mean, especially for Karp, who has gone to deep fire and who knows that there's nothing there.
I mean, he has gone to like at least a little bit deeper, but like deepest fire he didn't do.
Well, he hasn't gone to deepest fire, but Kevin is going to be more inclined to go fire than Karp is because
Kevin grabbing the lens.
Karp has been deeper.
Also playing Bolero. Is this a double ice Kevin play? This actually puts MisterKarp on top right now. This is insane. This back and forth, like how close this is. Like Kevin has had a slight edge over the course of the race, but MisterKarp managed to close it. And after like both of them did AD into nothing, it seems like the playing field has leveled again. And now MisterKarp has just a slight edge over Kevin. So this could still go either way.
If the seed had been a bit more linear, then Kevin would have pulled this off, no problem. Yeah. But as soon as that mirror shield just stopped existing, now everyone just has to go on a scavenger hunt for it.
Yeah, I don't really like those situations at all. Like while playing, like hunting for one item, it could be anywhere.
I mean, it's frustrating because you feel like you've been doing so well throughout the entire seed, and then you just brick wall for an hour.
MisterKarp is not looking at the item on the iceberg. Whoa. Wait a minute. Please tell me he turns around and looks at it.
He might just go into ice.
Oh
save?
No!
I don't know.
You're in go mode. You have to look at the items on the way, because if you don't, your opponent does that. You're done.
Wow! Yeah, MisterKarp just going. Oh,
like there's no way he could have seen. There's no way. Like
that
just leaving 2 checks and fountain behind here.
That is scary. I'm not brave enough to do that. I'll tell you that much.
That's a hard gamble. I mean, he thinks that maybe he thinks that his opponent already got those, or like his opponent is checking those anyway. And since it seems really close, he wants to make up all the time he can.
Yeah, Karp is like taking the spirit of Rush Ice like as literally as possible.
Sunsong Grave is not hinted. Yeah, Iron Boots Way of the Hero could actually point to. Oh no, Icy Waters was hinted. But like not checking the iceberg, I don't agree with that. Like, did Kevin see what it was?
It looked like Kevin saw.
I mean, if it's not the mirror sheet, we can say that for sure. But like, he wouldn't go into ice.
Yeah, I didn't see what was at the bottom of the lake.
So actually, MisterKarp made up a few seconds here as well. Because of that gamble.
Oh. That's like high risk, low reward, nip it off.
Yeah, thanks. I just wanted to say that. That summarizes that perfectly. It might come down to Twin Rover RNG in the end. It could also still be Deep Fire, but then Kevin is just following MisterKarp around as well.
Yeah,
And
no,
then
I know that Kevin has good ice cavern movement, so this could be a place where he can pick up a bit of time.
True.
All right, our first ice check and no mirror shield. But we're looking really healthy now. We went from a really anemic seed to a super healthy one.
Very true. Using hookshot strats here, nice. I really like that.
Oh,
Like
I
the
love
fact
that.
that you can just hookshot these guys.
Oh,
There's
I'm
another full heart.
Yeah, I'm stealing those strats. Oh my goodness. I didn't even know you could do that.
You can only do it a limited amount of times though, because you deal 1 damage to them.
Yeah, eventually they die.
Yeah,
Sad.
like 3 hits they
Oh
die.
no! Kevin went for the sword spin, but it bonked off of the red ice and he got frozen anyways.
Yeah, the key, like this is 2 full heart containers in ice. This explains why
Yeah, right. This is where
why
all
the
the
health
health
was
went.
so poor for the longest time.
Oh wow. Yeah, they're just completely running out of places to check at this point.
At least you don't need to bring Blue Fire back with you to check King Weep, because we know that the main is foolish.
Yeah, that's gonna be nice for both of our runners.
I think MisterKarp did just a few more checks in Fire than Kevin did.
Yeah, not too much more, but
So if it's Fire, like... we still don't know. So after this, do you go Sunsong Grave immediately?
I mean, I would. It's right.
I mean, you have you can do it either way.
It's so close to a warp point. It almost feels free. Not.
I'm on the edge of my seat, dude.
Yeah, I can't
This is
believe how
way
close
too
this is.
exciting. I don't think my heart can take that any longer.
Oof.
We have still not seen Damper Digging. I've been playing and seeing quite some seeds the last few days, so I'm actually not sure which seed was which. I definitely need to, like, I'm still thinking, like, considering not watching the next match, just so I can, like, clear my head before my bracket match tomorrow.
I can see what you mean there. You know, Kevin, if Kevin rewatches this, Kevin has got to feel good about how much he's grown over the course of the tournament. Because even in the winner's bracket match between Karp and Kevin, where Karp beat Kevin, that match was not nearly as close as this one is.
Yeah.
And I feel like all the practicing that Kevin's been doing, and he's
Ice
been
is
doing
dead.
a lot of it.
Ice is dead.
Ice isn't dead. If there's something on
Sungrave.
Sungrave.
Sungrave, yeah.
Wow, I cannot believe this.
And this is a Sungrave play right here.
Oh,
That
yeah.
nocturne. Oh my god. Like this... This is insane, dude.
So where does Karp go if it's not here?
You
Like,
have
do
to
you
go to... Like, go
you go
try for
fire,
the
do
2
you
checks
go-
we missed. Or
Yeah,
fire.
do you go
Like, we
child?
only have 2 possibilities. Like, we're full clearing this seed, probably.
Yeah, Karp showing no mercy to that Redead. You could totally ignore it, but nope, Karp
Yeah,
just going
dude,
out of the
you're
way
in
to
the way.
do the murder.
I mean, the re-dead is already dead. So,
Well,
is it a murder?
I mean, now it's a Redead, because killed him again.
It's not here! Oh my god!
Ah.
Game, please! Game, stop!
Karp's blood sacrifice didn't do anything.
So,
Ah.
remember us talking about, like, MisterKarp going back into Fire out of Avaja or not?
Oh
If
no.
he actually did that,
Okay.
and this has Mirror Shield,
Here's deep fire. I mean, if you're Karp, you have to be thinking to yourself, how is this not done? How is Kevin not finished?
Icy Waters is hinted. Trent.
Oh my goodness.
So that's not where those Way of the Hero Iron Boots come into play. So, actually, Iron Boots Way of the Hero were a complete bust, right?
Yeah, it was just for strength too, from the looks of it.
Did we see Tactile Grotto?
Oh, we did. It was a bloopy.
Okay. I mean, we have both scales available at this point anyway, so... Oh, wah.
Ooh, MisterKarp, a little bit unfortunate movement there.
Yeah, like, I think you're really on the edge right now. Like,
Oh,
in
you
either
have to be.
of those players' position.
Okay, looks like we're gonna see a divergence. Looks like Kevin is gonna go.
Oh, I think...
I don't know
Wait.
where Kevin's gonna go, honestly. Kevin, Kevin, where are you going?
Going to the castle to set time of day, but he has Sunsong. Okay, he got Sunsong from Ice, but I think... Oh no, he is that...
Oh, it's chickens!
Is that faster? No, it's not chickens. Chickens?
Oh no,
Chickens
Kevin's done chickens, but it could be Dampe?
I think, yeah, it is. Like, he set the time up for Dampe exactly, so... I wonder if it's, like, still faster to peek Gennis Castle for Dampe. I mean, you can immediately warp, right? Is he doing it, though? Oh, that's chest minigame. Chest minigame into Dampe, probably.
Yeah. Okay, well, we get to see chest minigame finally.
Oh my god. So, is it a child check or is it fire? Like, this is a coin flip, basically.
This is ridiculous.
This is a coin flip, and this decides who wins this. Like, this is a 50-50 call. Not in fire, so far. There's 2 checks remaining in fire.
Has Karp done Pierre?
I think Pierre was... Yeah, Karp has done Pierre, yes.
Okay.
So this is a highest score on check first. And I think there's among the 2 checks that are left, there's 1 more item and 1 more key.
Oh my goodness, this is ridiculous. As close as this match is, it's about to stop being close really quick.
Yeah, it's like it's basically RNG at this point. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Yeah, there it
It's
is.
Fire. MisterKarp taking a very good lead here.
MisterKarp showing some very poor manners by not bringing that Goron, I gotta say.
It's deep fire, dude.
Yep, that is.
What is...
Oh.
Oh yeah, he just remembered he has Ferror, so he can just use that. And he's on top. This turned into a very, very good lead here.
Oh yeah, this is a very strong lead by MisterKarp at this point. All right. Well,
this is insane.
Yeah, this seat has been ridiculous up to this point.
When do you go deep fire? Seriously?
Yeah. When do you make that decision for yourself? Because nobody wants to go there. It's slow. It's out of the way. It's just. What does Dampe have for us?
The Boskeen Spirit was on adult side, like the first chest on the right.
And it's looking like Kevin's gonna go deep.
Oh, you mean
now.
the check, the Boskeen Fire? That was in Maze, yeah. Yeah, Deep Fire was for budget lock, that's true.
Okay, so absolutely nobody in the hint, or at least the betting thing, guessed anywhere close. So as a joke, I'm going to give it to Doc Heaps for having the worst bet that you possibly could have made. So congratulations, Doc, you made the worst bet. So we're gonna give it to you.
Way to go, Doc.
So cool. Wait, did Johnny win the bet?
Well, Johnny decides where all the items go, so he has insider information.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's right. So by location, yeah, that's right. Yeah, you got it. Here, have the most.
We have 2 winners today.
Yeah, we have 2 winners. Either I didn't see or whatnot. Yeah, it's rigged. It's all rigged.
Well, I mean, Water Temple has pillars, and Fire Temple has pillars. They're basically the same place. MisterKarp doing really well against Twinrova.
Okay, Kevin entered fire, so he's going to find Mirashid eventually, but I think MisterKarp might just be on Ganondorf then.
Yeah, I think by the time Kevin gets Mirror Shield, MisterKarp's going to be
in the castle.
Probably in the fight, I would say.
Like, Twinrova not playing too nice here.
Yeah, Twinrova is my least favorite boss.
Oh wait, that was the extra attack. Like, that was 2 extra attacks, I think.
Oh, ew.
You can actually prevent that from happening if you shoot the witch that, like, if the one witch that shot the beam, you can, like, flashy hookshot at her, and then, like, you can, like, they won't do any extra attacks. It loses a few frames, but, like, you have guaranteed that they don't screw you over. And that's Twinrova done.
Yep. MisterKarp not messing around. And you know that MisterKarp has to just be stressing out so much at this point, where we here know that, you know, whatever. You can die to some Iron Knuckles. You can just have a good time, MisterKarp.
This match, dude.
Yeah, this has been a very incredible match. Both runners have shown off so much skill over the course of this.
Yeah, like it was for most of the time it was anyone's game. Then like Kevin had like a slight edge over like 3/4 of this match probably, and then like after they committed to AD, everything just kind of turned around.
Mm-hmm.
And when MisterKarp made the right coin flip into Deep Fire, that's what decided this match basically.
Yeah, that was basically what it comes down to. So let's go ahead and start getting some questions in chat for our runners. Because I don't know exactly how much time we're going to have to interview them, especially given that we have another Scrubs match coming right on the heels of this one.
So what we're actually going to be doing is we're going to be prepping ourselves for that. So at this time, we'll go ahead and give a thank you to everyone. So let's give our big early shout out, our thank you to our trackers, to Kari and to Diggers for helping us out. A thank you to the commentary team, Lex and Daredevin. This has been a fantastically fun match to watch, and you've made it really fun to listen to. Give a shout out to our runners, to MisterKarp, the eventual winner here, and then to Kevin, who's about to find the Mirror Shield. So what we'll be doing is once MisterKarp comes in, as well as Kevin for an interview, we'll have some time for an interview. We aren't going to just immediately end it, because with MisterKarp finishing, this will be the end of Group X and of this Scrubs tournament. And we'll have a little interview, and then we'll immediately shut this down, and then immediately after that, our our secondary team, who's working on the match for Group A, will start it back up. So don't go anywhere after this match. We have plenty more amazing Scrubs Papega action for you all. Yeah, everyone post your X's. Yeah, everyone get your group X's in chat.
Yeah, honestly, my plan after this run is done is to order some pizza and watch the next run.
Wow, that's such a good idea. I think I might. Do I still need to do stuff? I might want to like order pizza as well. Just like this. I just don't want to do anything. I just want to recover from this insane match. Like it's mind blowing how close this was.
Yeah, oh my goodness. It was so close for so long. All right, and we're seeing MisterKarp coming up on Ganondorf. It looks like Kevin gonna be fighting Twin Rova around the same time that MisterKarp fights Ganon. So, how good is MisterKarp at tennis?
I mean, if you play tennis with a bottle.
You know, like the pros do.
Like the pros do, yeah. Like the best. This just shows that the best way to play tennis is not play tennis at all, right?
Exactly. See, the only reason you never see bottles in the professional circuits is because it's too much of an advantage, you know?
It would just be too easy. Like the matches would be over in a minute.
Yeah, right. It'd just be done. No one would love the sport anymore.
I fucking love this. Can we make this a meme? Like someone on a tennis court with a bottle in his hand. That would be so funny, dude. And you can plug that meme every stream because like at some point someone is going to go for Ganondorf.
Yeah, we can make that real quick.
Oh, you do it right now? Oh my god.
I mean, I made like 3 memes already today, like super quick. I just gotta find a good picture of someone here. See how fast I can build this.
Yeah, that was a very clean Ganondorf fight by MisterKarp.
Yeah, it really was. And even the Ganon fight's going really well.
Yeah, this looks very clean. First phase done. Get ready, guys. We are almost on the GG phase of this run.
Yeah. Get
And
your
also
GGs ready.
Also, this means that MisterKarp will be the champion of Group X, which is like the highest rank you can achieve in this tournament.
It just goes to show that MisterKarp really values getting that bacon.
Yeah.
All right, any moment now. Oh, wow.
And there it is.
GG to MisterKarp.
And that's
Wow.
the forfeit.
This has been a fantastic race.
This game, dude.
This game has been ridiculous.
Oh my god.
Oh, wow. This was good.
This is insanity.
All right, we're going to try and get the runners in here for a quick interview. Yeah, I feel like this is probably one of the best ways you could end a grand final.
At least from a viewer's perspective.
Yeah, from a viewer's perspective, at the
Like,
very least.
playing this must have felt so bad with
I'll
the
play-
AD bait and stuff. And, like, Deep Fire is never a good place for any item to be. Like, playing this and, like, the nerves, like, the heat of the race, like, grand finals and...
Oh, yeah.
Like
It
Oh my
must have
God.
felt like everything that could go wrong in this seed did. Because when you do AD and there's just nothing there, you have to just assume you lost, right?
Yeah.
All right, and here we have MisterKarp, the winner of Group X. GG's.
Yo,
Congratulations,
GG's.
Wow, I honestly, no matter what happened in that race, if I 100%ed the seed in 3:30, I was happy. Like,
I mean, that's basically what you did.
Yeah, you basically 100% of the seed.
like I had chickens and I had the rest of Jabu.
Oh, wow. Okay, well, I'd probably save a couple of these questions for when Kevin gets here.
Okay,
Because
he's
we're going to be
ready, I
asking
think.
you a lot of the same ones.
All right, and here is Kevin.
That sucked.
Oh no, what happened?
GG, Kevin.
GG, Kevin.
Absolute last location. I had cleared every single other check in the entire game.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, that sucks.
GG though.
You did AD and everything.
Of course. What you'd be crazy not to do AD.
Yeah. Oh my
So
god.
that leads to our first question, and this is going to be for both of you. How did you both feel when you did all of your Song of Storm checks and didn't find the Mirror Shield?
I was like, oh no, he's won.
Yeah, same. I really should have just gone further in fire, honestly, but I usually I just go up to the shortcut and stay fine
Well,
there.
like I did Pierre, but then I was like, well, later on in the seed, I was reminding myself that hovers locked fire,
Mm-hmm.
so I should really go back through fire. So I figured I'd do it after Ice Cavern.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sorry, I can't hold it in any longer. Look at the stream.
do
Do that straight. The best meme. Oh my god, this is great.
I'm good now.
Poor
Thank you for making this a reality.
yeah, of course.
That's so nice.
Ugh.
Okay.
All right, but I mean, both of you went to AD at the same time and essentially
no.
finished at the same time. So,
How much
It-
was in it?
I mean, I don't know, but yeah, you both went at the exact same time essentially, and then you both finished all of your storms checks at essentially the same time, and then you had to split off into two different directions. So it's like it was like this
Oh, wow.
divergence, and then this merge to AD, and then after you finished all of the AD stuff, another divergence to figuring out what the last thing was.
Yeah, at that point it was like basic. Like after like then you did ice, and like MisterKarp was slightly ahead in ice, and also MisterKarp, you did not check the item on top of the iceberg. You just went straight for, or did you get a look at it?
Because Fountain was foolish. So
No,
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 it wasn't.
It was domain
Fountain.
English.
I misread my notes. There we are.
Oh
lost it.
no!
Man.
Oh,
It saved you a few seconds though.
we saw you skip that, and it's like, wow, that's a gamble.
Yeah.
I mean, it worked, so whatever. But
Yeah, then both of you did ice, and then both of you did the Sunsong Grave. And at that point, it was like a coin flip between going back Child to do some Child checks. Like none of you, like Kevin did the chess minigame and Dampe, and you went fire, and that was basically what sealed the deal. It was like a 50-50 call.
Damn.
This was insane.
yeah, for a good portion of the race, it felt like Kevin was ahead, because going into Shadow Temple, Kevin was on the boat, I think, when you first walked in, MisterKarp.
Okay. Was that after I'd already done the 2 checks?
Yes.
Okay, it's all right. It's all right.
It's
Yeah.
tough when you get literal absolute last location.
Yeah, it just kind of felt like there was only so much decision making could help you there, you know?
I should have gone to
Yeah.
fire much earlier. I knew hovers was needed, so I should have gone further in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I was just, I don't know. It also took me like forever to get the lens, so I was like, where is that? Because still what I've done isn't in logic unless I find a lens.
Yeah.
Or
Right.
at least all the shadow stuff. But that took forever to find.
For
You
the-
really
for
had
the-
nothing left in the game as well? I'm wondering where I lost 10
I
minutes.
had chickens, I had chest game, and then I had the rest of the jabby checks that I skipped.
Okay. I did all of those. I quite literally like everything in the entire game I had cleared.
No, I said if I'm committing to AD, I'm skipping these jabby checks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, and it did pay off for you.
Yeah. Ugh, that sucks.
Well, let's go ahead and say for Kevin, I hope, even though you did not win this, I hope this was a fun tournament for you. I hope you did have a lot of fun.
I had a lot of fun except for today.
That is very fair. That is very fair.
Yeah.
But MisterKarp, winning the bracket, how does it feel to be the Group X winner here?
Honestly, I can't believe it. Kevin should have won. I've been watching Kevin play all week, and especially with a coin flip like that, either of us could have won it. It's so much fun to play with Kevin. So no matter what happens, like Scrub's family.
I
Yeah.
feel like we were talking about that how much we've seen Kevin improve. So
Yeah, we did talk about that.
yeah, Kevin, you definitely put up an incredible fight, and it just turned out to be whichever place you went to, which happens a lot in these settings.
Mm-hmm. I honestly should have, I think chest minigame is fine to commit to because that's, lens was hard to find and doing chest minigames a huge gamble. But honestly, I should have maybe committed to fire earlier, I think. Is a lot of the, Dampé, I assume he probably did that, an hour ago.
I did it near the beginning of the game, yeah.
Yeah, I figured, there's no way it's just on Dampé. Man, that sucks.
All right, well, we are going to go ahead and we'll end it here, so that way we can prepare the next race that is Group A finals happening in I think it's 5 minutes. So GG's to both of you. Thank you so much for everyone who competed in Group X. Here we have the final bracket listed, MisterKarp the winner. So thank you, everyone. We will be right back, so don't go away. We will go live again, real quick. So thank you to everyone, and we'll see you in just a few moments.
GG's.
Bye bye.
GG's.
GG.